Oh yeah, that's me. Hello. Or that's the cat hello sound. Hello. That's the people one. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Hello, kitty. Good morning. It's morning for you. I know. I know your time zone. I know where you live. Hey. So Thursday. Welcome back to a brand new, fresh out of the foil wrapped package live stream. I'm Hazel. I'm awake. I've been awake. And it's time to not fly right over Mulgar. Well, we're gonna angle this way. There we go. A little more dragon racing today, although we're not going to do anything too crazy hard because I've decided that dragon racing challenge is not for me, so we'll just do them all normal races gold and then just log on to alts until I feel like I bought enough stuff. I don't know if I need all the Drake Watcher customizations. Maybe. Calendar flying, so exciting. Managed to get the Calendar Gold Completionist title today. Congratulations. Reminder, we'll be entering Kira's territory. No dogs. Kitty cat, what do you think? Is this our clubhouse? Is this our no dogs clubhouse? She thinks he's stinky, but she wants his treats. It's pretty funny. But you can't have his treats because you don't have any teeth. You can't gum these ones. They've got edges. I tried to buy her a special thing of treats that was kind of like his treats, but like for cats, so that she could be included. And she didn't like them, so I just accidentally bought an extra thing of dog treats because they're just dehydrated chicken liver. And apparently you're not a chicken liver person. You only like, what, wings? Breast meat? light turkey, but, you know, the moist part, not the dry bit at the end of the meal. She's a little pickier than the dog is. All right, the race is over this way. Hi, friends. Is he stinky because dog or stinky because boy? What do you think, kitty? Is he stinky because he's a slobbery, stinky doggy? They did so good yesterday. We've pretty rapidly graduated to they will both hang out in the same room on opposite sides of their his exercise pen, mind you, but they'll be in the same room. He wants to watch her, but he will just kind of like lay down and watch her. He's not super like forward or focused on it. And then if I ask him to do anything, he'll be like, yeah, okay. But I think he just really likes her because like his tail will wag just a little bit. And they sniffed noses through the fence yesterday after stream. I was very pleased with it. To be fair, Kitty then went, ew, gross, and wandered away. But she wasn't bolting or anything. She was just like, ugh, stinky, stinky doggy. So I think we're making good progress. We're this way. Cats don't like dehydrated treats either. She likes crunchy treats. She used to have these puffs, like these chicken flavored little puffball things that were basically, they kind of reminded me of Cocoa Puffs, but they were like chicken and for cats. Loved those. I haven't been able to find them in Canada yet. But yeah, not a fan of the dehydrated chicken liver. So those are bonus moose treats because heaven knows we go through a good chunk of them. All right. I need to talk for a little bit longer. I'm not ready to dragon race just yet. Hello, Hazel and chat. Hello. I remember your kind. I think that we are not too far from graduating to supervised hanging out in the same room without the fence because they're just chilling. They're just like, they'll watch each other or she'll sniff and listen in his direction, I suppose, because you are blind. But he can like whine or he can touch his fence or he can bark at his toys or he can squeak his toys and she no longer cares. She has decided it is not her problem and she'll just be like, ugh. And then she'll go lay down or go do something that she wants to do. So I think we're making good progress. Yay. But we're not going to rush it. Mr. Moosey Moo saw 2 cats on his walk this morning. They were perched on a wall, staring daggers at him because he's a dog. And he wanted to say hi. And I said, no, we don't know those cats. Can you sit and lay down? And he did that. And then I said, okay, good boy. Can we go? And then we went. And I was very happy. The blessing I'm looking for is for him to be able to move focus from the cat. And I think in Moose's hierarchy of things that are interesting, cats are interesting, but they're like a 3 out of 10. His regular treats are a 5 out of 10. The good treats are an 8 out of 10. Random people are like a 6. He will sit and stare at just like dogless people until they have passed by, trying to figure out if they're going to play with him or like say hi to him or not. And it's a little bit, I think it unnerves some people. There's a few people who've crossed the road because he'll just sit and he won't move his butt until after they're like out of range. We're working on that too, but I would rather him make people uncomfortable than cats, I suppose. Has it rained since you got him? No. I think our first rain is going to be Wednesday, Thursday of next week. There's supposed to be like maybe Tuesday. There's supposed to be a little bit of precipitation coming. And I have a feeling that we're going to get a mucky mutt because, holy moly. Whenever I've like poured water out, so like I'll bring some water with me for him when we go like on walks or like to parks and stuff like that in a little portable bowl. And after he's done drinking, we'll like dump it out before we move on, just on the ground. And as soon as there's like a puddle on the ground, he's like, oh, I could dig in this. Like he likes digging, but mostly when it's wet. So I have a feeling he's going to be a bit of a menace. We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, whoa. Oh man, am I good or what? I am good. We're gold. Good job. That's all I wanted to do. All right. We have 3 more in this general area. I'm saving Ungrow for last. Although I think if I'm just trying to do like regular Ungrow gold, I think that's not going to be a problem. I think it's if you're trying to do advanced. AQ must be down there. Let's do that one next. Live stream. Hello. I am Hazel. It is 9:08 a.m. on, what day is it? Thursday, August the 17th. He's a puddle jumper. Making me want a dog even more. No. What can I say that would, well, when I wanted a dog, nothing anybody could say made me not want a dog. I was like asking people to talk me out of it, and they were like, he might pee inside, and like, yeah, we can work on that. I get up at 6 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. now. That's not so bad. We get to see the sunrise. My clothes are a little more torn. I have gross stuff on my hands all the time. That's probably the worst thing for me, is I am usually somebody who does not like sticky or gross things on my hands, and ever since I got a puppy, my hands are pretty much constantly gross. I wash them a lot, especially if I'm going to, pet the cat, pet the dog, touch any kind of food. But whenever I'm out, it's a combination of occasionally removing things from his mouth, although we're getting better about that. But mostly it's just because I'm feeding him training treats relatively often throughout our walk to help teach him where he needs to be walking and to regain his attention from the various things in the world that he's not allowed to go do. And he takes the treats. And he takes them lips first. Whenever I see puppies out in the wild, ask the owner if I can say hi to it. 9 times out of 10, super happy to let me meet their dog. Yeah, exactly like you're saying, help socialize. And it's the more people he can meet, the better. So anytime anybody asks if they can meet my puppy, or if their dog can meet my puppy, assuming that that they understand that their dog's like not gonna, flip out. People usually understand. He's gotten to sniff. He met one on his walk this morning that he wanted to play with so bad. And this dog was like, well, you're cute, but I'm tired. And Miss is just like, please. Come on. It's going to be good when we can let him actually like dog park and run some zoomies off. He's not quite there yet. He can sniff with other vaccinated dogs, but I'm not allowed to like let him, or I've decided not to just loose the moose in the park just yet. Gives us more time to work on our recall, but he is going to zoom. And he plays really nicely with the doggies. He's pretty polite. He's just really, really, really full of energy because he's a baby and he's got a lot of wiggles. Puppy towel next to the door. Dog would sit. Let me dry her off. It was great. There's an idea. I have one in the car. I bet you if I leave a towel on the floor right now, though, he's going to pick it up and then it's going to be a game of what are you going to give me for this? Maybe in a little bit. He's getting better at not just collecting random objects, but he is currently very excited to collect random objects, particularly towels. I, very early on, had mopped up some water that had spilled in his bedroom, and I had draped the towel over the edge of his fence to dry it. And that was very silly of me. He was like, "Ooh, fun game. I'm taking this." And he grabbed the end and he whipped it off and he was like, "This is mine now." And I was like, well, yeah, fair enough. I will take that back, but I now know that we do not leave hanging things in his reach unless we would like for him to take them. Whoa, there we go. Whoa. I want to read chat. But I hit something. Oh, I think we're doomed. I think we're starting again. Always had dogs. Think it'd be amazing for my kid and the dog. Got to clear through the wife. Not likely to happen. Depending on how old your kiddo is, too. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky with really young ones to introduce them to... Puppies can be a bit nervous around small little itty bitty ones. Mr. Moose is still a little unsure of the 5 and unders. I would say maybe the 6 and unders, like the 7 and ups. We've gotten some of those to politely give him some treats, and he's a big fan of that. But he doesn't like the sudden noises and movements that the little baby ones make. So whenever he sees them at like the playgrounds and stuff that we walk by, he's like, as long as they stay over there. And he's doing good, but I can see how it would be a little tricky with young ones. Also, I have no children, and I have 1 puppy, and I'm exhausted. So I don't know how on earth people do it when they have actual human children as well as their puppy. Holy moly. This one's a little bit tougher. This one, this is just the normal. This isn't advanced or reverse or anything. And, we made it, though. Did we gold it? Yeah, that's the stuff. If you had asked me to talk you into getting the dog, I think I could have, but you would have ended up not liking me for it. I think you would have talked me into just banning you. You would have just talked me into not talking to you anymore. Pretty ironic. The only thing you don't do to dog park, parking your dog. Don't text and drive. We've been over this. Moose hasn't met your niece yet. He has met my nephew. He did good, but that was what made him a little nervous about the young ones, is because the nephew made a pretty loud noise. He shook the fence unexpectedly, and that startled Moose pretty good. So that's why he's a little bit uncomfortable. He's doing good. He's not growling or anything. And we have gotten a fairly small one to safely feed him treats. But yeah, he's a little nervous of the nephew-aged babies. Which is okay. He doesn't have to love babies, but it would be great if he didn't want to eat them. Where am I going? Ungrow. Kid 8, very in tune with the environment and the situation. Oh yeah, I bet you guys would be good. Wife approval, very important though. Family decision. Especially because what I'm discovering with the puppy, and something that I'm very grateful that we've got going here, is that everybody here is very on board and on the same page about exactly what we're doing with training and looking after the puppy. And that helps out a lot because we've got a lot of consistency for him. You get used to being tired all the time, speaking as someone who has no kids but many friends with kids. This reminds me of my first rescue doggo. This will bring you so much joy. Hi. Personally, I have 2 kids, 1 on the way, puppy, and 3 kittens. Are you okay? Do you need help? Oh, boy. Yeah, I used to be like, when I grow up, I'm going to have 2 dogs and 3 cats. And now that I have 1 dog and 1 cat, I'm thinking, maybe I'm good. maybe I'll change my mind once Moose gets older and he's a little more, not self-sufficient, but a little bit less of a handful. But I'm feeling pretty fulfilled. I'm feeling pretty good about where we are. I don't know why half his name got censored. That's strange. Want a dog, but my 2 old cats would bully him. They're mean. One of my best friends had their first child come into the world 2 days ago. Over the moon for them. Ah, that's awesome. Tell them congrats. I mean, I'm sure you've already told them, but that's wonderful. 3 dogs, 2 cats before. It's a lot. Yeah. I could see 1 dog and 2 cats. Maybe even 3 cats if we had enough space and we had enough boxes. Maybe a litter robot or 2. But I don't know. Peace in the house is very important. I'm just really happy I have a dog now because my heart was really hurting for one. I had dog fever. I would ache a little bit every time I saw somebody out with a dog, which was all the time because everybody has a dog in this city. And now I have my puppy and he's doing so good. We're so proud of him. We did a really good walk this morning. We went pretty far and we went at a pretty good clip. And we were very good at listening, and we're doing much better at walking right beside me and not walking every which way under the sun, and I'm proud. Try and get gold advance for giggles while you're here. Let's do the regular one first, and then I will try the advanced one, just like you said, just for giggles, but I have no expectations of doing well. We'll see if I can avoid texting and driving, eh? Hi, sweetie. You're on my left side. That's a bit strange, isn't it? You trying out new things? New day, new cure. So this goes all the way around the zone? Because that's long. That's a long, kitty cat. That's a lot of dragon racing. Those are some nice purrs. What kind of treats can I get you that you'll eat? I want to get you something special. I know you like the licky ones. We'll find some more of those when we go to that other pet store. I've been giving them to her in thirds. I'll give her like a third of it, and then I'll tape it off and stick it in the fridge, and I'll give her more of it like later. But she's doing good. Thanks, sweetie. What else do you need? You want a good brushing? We had some nice laundry time yesterday. It gets a bit chaotic because they're starting to associate each other's food. They both get kibble. And maybe this is a mistake of mine, but both of their kibble is stored in the same cupboard, like next to each other. So if I get one of their kibble, the other one's like, food? Yes? And maybe I just need to start feeding them at exactly the same time. But she's more of a free grazer, and he's more of a gobble everything in sight kind of guy. So sometimes she needs a top up, and it's not time for Moose's meal yet. And he's looking at you like, what you got for me? And then whenever the answer is nothing, because it's not snack time yet. Oh, there we go. So that was regular gold. He takes disappointment fairly well, but if he's in one of his moods, he occasionally gets like kind of in his feelings a bit. He has a few different toys, but there's one of them that's kind of become like his cranky toy, where like if he's really like he's not getting what he wanted, you know, he wanted to eat some of your dinner, and you didn't give him anything because I'm not giving him any table scraps, or like he wanted to keep playing, but then you were going to fix it or do something else. He'll get kind of in his feelings about it, and then after he discovers that whining doesn't get your attention back, he will take his squeaky toy, which is shaped like a piece of pizza. He'll take his emotional support pizza, and he'll go like chew on it and squeak it and like throw it around while going and he'll just like monologue to himself about it. And it's the funniest thing because you can just imagine what he's saying. He's like, I haven't eaten in years and they won't let me have the salmon. He does like the husky thing. But he specifically plays with the pizza when he's like soothing some anxiety or working through some feelings. And it's really funny. Hi, sweetie. Morning, Hazel. I need an emotional support pizza. Oh, Tootie, thanks for the raid. Welcome, guys. Talking about doggo, seen him on Instagram. Yeah, we're sharing some Moosey stories. I'm gonna try the gold, the advanced, or not gold, but I'm just gonna try the advanced one just for fun. Okay. You. See you later, kitty cat. I'd like to try the advanced course. That's because I'm not very smart. I don't know what's good for me. So I'm guessing that the struggle with this one is getting enough vigor to maintain vigor gen. Also, I don't have my weak ore up right now, so that's kind of no good. So I want to kind of meter it out maybe a little bit. Maybe this isn't right. I want to kind of meter it out a little bit because I want to make sure that we don't ever stop vigor gen. But I also don't want to run. I also don't want to cap on it, and I might need more speed than this. I probably should have burned a few early now that I'm seeing how it is. I might have missed a green bubble. That would be no good. So now we're running a little low. Want to maybe keep one in the tank as best as we can. Most of one in the tank. silver. Oh, you gotta shave another 4 seconds off that for gold. Interesting. I mean, we got a bonus 2 badges just for silvering it, but, okay. Give it to me again. Sorry. I do this sometimes. Now that I've seen it, you know? Because we needed to just get a little faster right off the gate. Build up some good speed. Have a little faith. The vigor will come. I don't need to gold it, but I want to see if I can get faster than before. I think that early acceleration will help. I think I missed that one again. You can't be missing bubbles if you want a gold. I might have hit it. I don't know how forgiving that is. No! Not at the end! We were doing... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. Brutal. Okay, well, I'm going to chat for a second, but I have to try that again. Alice, thank you for the 35-month resub. Very much appreciated. Abuse skyward ascent. Faster when you adjust the angle. Use more vigor early. Oh, compulsive need to gold all the dragon races no matter what. You're doing so well. I thought so too. Was trying to write this yesterday. Say it today. Moose. Want to get all the cosmetics, but I don't know if I have it in me. I'm just gonna use alts. If you have any other characters that are like 60 or higher that can get to Veldraken to like do the thing, you can just kind of do them all again on like regular and get 3 badges per thing. And you can do that with as many alts as you need. So this what I'm doing right here is just for vanity, I guess. I don't know. All right. I want to try and catch that green bubble I always feel like I miss. That's like on the north side of the zone. It's a tough one though, because you really don't want to hit anything. It's coming up. It's this one. Yeah. I think it's because I usually use a flap up there. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's good, but it's dangerous if you're not really good at it. And I don't think I'm that good. We did it? Oh, bronze. We were real close to silver. That's okay. I'm good. My curiosity is satisfied. I'm leaving. I need to do Oldham. I need to do Oldham to get the bronze tour achievement at least. All right, let's get out of here. Tuporo, thank you very much for the 34-month resub. As a shelter worker, I'm so happy to see you adopt a puppy that needs it. Thanks for supporting a great cause. Good luck with Mr. Moose. He's so lucky. Aw, shucks. It was really the org that rescued him. I'm just the landing place. They do a lot of great work. And I know if I didn't bring him home, somebody would have. But I'm happy it was me because I think that we can do lots of good things for Mr. Moose here. Guess 0.7 off gold. No, I think I whiffed it at the very end. I think that last surge up gets me. But I feel like I went through the ring. I don't know. It was weird. Team effort. Struggling with advanced Ungro. If that's the word on the street, is that that's like the absolute toughest one. So, it's not just you. I'm glad that they put these, I'm assuming that they put these dragon races in both phases. So that, well, maybe I've jinxed it. So that you don't have to, because that thing's there. Where is it? Where is it? So you don't have to like change the phase. But I may have just jinxed it. The timekeeper assistant's here. Have I jinxed it? Oh, talk to him? I'm looking for the race starting guy. I jinxed it. I was gonna be all like, listen, isn't it wonderful that you don't have to phase the zone in order to do the dragon race? Wow, look at that. Nope, jinxed it. All right, at least the dormy's right here. You don't have to go all the way across the zone. Reverse one's a little tricky too. All right, okie dokie. Popped a brave pill to do Stone Talon Mountains this morning. Luckily, timer's really easy. Oh, nice. What changed? Oh, you just have to phase it. You just have to phase it back to the pre-Nizoth version of the zone. I was all cocky and I thought I wouldn't have to. Game's a mess sometimes. There's a few too many twisted yarns of thread in this game sometimes, and every now and then they don't behave consistently. That's okay. We get it all figured out. A little help from our friends in our Twitch chat. I just need gold regular. We're not doing advanced or anything. I bought the chest piece. I forgot to do it at the end of last stream, but I bought it off stream. So we're hoping that we get enough to buy one more piece on this character, and then we're going to switch to a new character and just go do them. Whoa. We can do it. There we go. Go do them again to get at least the silks. The transmog is mainly what I'm after. I can't decide how badly I want to get the manuscripts. I don't technically collect manuscripts, but I might want the teal scales just because they might be cool. I haven't looked up what they look like yet, but they might be awesome. I like teal. It's a good color. I might do teal hair at some point, although I might end up looking, if it's not like teal and it's green, I'm gonna look like broccoli. They'll be like, hey, it's a broccoli girl. Cute puppy. And they'll be like, hey, eat your greens. Okay, we got Kalimdor Silver out of, Wicked. Oh, we got Kalimdor Gold. I was going to think, which ones did I miss to get Kalimdor Gold? Nope, nothing. Okay, cool. Love that. Good stuff. Okay, how many badges do I have? Is it more than 20? It's 25. We like to see it. Okay, let's go buy another piece and then we can get on an alt and get more. Now I have to do dragon racing. Have you seen the Halloween transcript? No. Jolly Green Hazel. No, I've had teal hair in the past, but I've never had teal hair this short. I think that the buzz might contribute to a little bit of a chia pet vibe if it comes off too green. Not that there's anything wrong with chia pets. I love chia pets. It's fun. Sprout and bean sprouts. I mean, it's not bean sprouts, it's chia seeds, but bean sprouts are also fun to grow. Where am I going? I'm buying Dragonriding. Dragonriding transmog. Rostrum. This way. Here we go. So, I have helmet and chest piece presently. Let's get the pants. I look ridiculous. I need the pants. We're gonna get all of it eventually, but I'm like mogging each piece one at a time. I wish I could like preview that in the game. You can do it with, you can like look it up online, but where's the fun in that? Spoilers, you know? Who would possibly preview things online before they come out? Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, let's add that into our set. We're doing this the hard way. I didn't mog it, but that's okay. Let's grab another character. Who should we bring? Priest, maybe? A little bit of this? Doesn't really matter. It's no particular one way or another. Thoughts on relative likelihood of starting to collect manuscripts versus other things you don't collect? If we assume in this context, the word collect to mean like attempt to get 100% of. I'd say I'm about just as likely to get into manuscripts as I am toys or titles, but I think that it's not very likely just because Mog seems more fun. And the odds of me ever feeling finished enough with Mog to move on to other things, it's just a case of me knowing that sometimes I need to narrow my scope to make my brain happy, and that's an easy thing I can rule out. I'm happy with being able to dress up the drakes with the ones that I have. If I get more incidentally, that's great. If there's one in particular that I actually want to wear, then that's good, but I don't feel the need to 100% them, and anytime I don't feel the need to do it, that's okay, because there's a lot of other stuff I gotta do, or that I want to do, so... It's just a scope narrowing thing. I guess I can just start going, you know? I don't think I have to do anything too specific. I think I can just go start racing and then take the badges to Veldragon. I don't collect reputations either. I did reputations to get 100 of them for the Beloved title. Or no, the Pure Heart Courser. There was a mount that I needed, and I do collect mounts. So I collect reps when it's in service of mounts or pets. I have a decent amount of them, but I won't do a rep just for its own sake if there's nothing that I want for it. I love Chia vibes. I want to feel like a little sprout. Yeah, they already customized my Dragonriding mount, but I'm okay with letting them be alone. It's kind of like, I feel a similar way about those as I did about soul shapes. You know, soul shapes are cool, and I liked getting the ones that I got, but I was okay leaving a bunch of them alone. Hardcore 100 reps for a male. It was nice when they made it so that you didn't have to, it was nice when they, oh man. I need a checklist is what I need. Before I was using the achievement as my checklist. There's a macro. I might need the macro this time. I don't know. We'll see if I can just remember where I've been and not backtrack. Hello. Hang on a second. Kitty cat break. Hello. Hi, baby. Hey, Muffin. You got the grunts. She gets little old lady grunts when she's feeling really cuddly. But if they get too heavy and rhythmic, then it just means that she's in the early stages of throwing up. So, are these cuddle grunts? I think so. Yeah, there's some purrs. Wow, head guide map helped me form a route. Would you have been more inclined to get soul shapes if all your characters could use them and you could stitch? Hang on a second. Those are two very different things. A, all characters could use them. B, stitch your ideal shape together from several different ones. That would have been fun. I don't know if it would have triggered my completionism, though. How do your cat and dog get along? Our cat and dog good friends. We're working up to it. We're doing very slow, very cautious introductions, but we're working up to it. They're doing really good. They sniffed each other very nicely yesterday, which we were very happy about. She's working up her courage and doing very well. I think she's decided that this thing is she's realized he's staying. And he is practicing his lay down and leave the cat alone, more or less. Because he wants to play, but this is not the right kitty cat for him to play with. She's just too blind, probably. Probably. Once I'm convinced that she's not going to bolt, she can probably tell him herself. But for now, we're taking it nice and easy. Yeah, I guess that is what manuscripts do. The soul shape thing seemed a little bit more, Chimera A-bomb stitching. Full Metal Alchemist. Manuscripts feel completable in a way toys and titles don't, at least to me. Yeah, I think it's just because I'm having so much fun with mod collecting. And I know that some of the things that you need to do in order to get all the manuscripts, it's those last couple that I think are pretty rigorous. I'm thinking like Zeralek Caverns rare drops and stuff. I'm just not feeling like I want to do that. That's okay. You know, you gotta leave some for later and or other people. And or, you know, if I get everything, then the things that I get are special. So, gotta leave some stuff on the table. Is there a photo dog or somewhere to see? I have a couple of pictures on my Instagram. If you type !IG, or if I do it, there should be some picture. There should be 2 pictures at least like posted properly. I gotta save some of the stories to like a little replayable thing because I haven't posted any videos of him recently, and I really should. So there's a second one here. Yeah, let's just do both in the zone. Let's do both in the zone before we go anywhere. He doesn't whine when left alone. It depends on the mood. We've been able to leave him alone and have him be totally fine during the right times of the day. Basically, if he's kind of tired, he's already, you know, he's had everything. He's been out, he's been exercised, he's had his food, he's ready for a nice nap. He'll just be like, all right, see you. And he'll just like, you know, watch you leave and then lay down and take a nap. I don't think it would go as well if you were trying to leave and he still needed, like he had zoomies. I think that would be less good right now. So he will whine if he really wants to play, or right now he'll whine if he really wants your food. So we're working on that because we're not giving many, and he's gonna have to learn to accept that. Did you watch FMA? Yeah, I've seen at least some of it a long time ago. Enough to remember Nina. What's a manuscript again? I kind of forgot. It's a customization for your Dragonriding drakes. Different horns, fins, scales, tails, colors sometimes, that kind of thing. I had to make an account so I could see Boos. Sounds like he's doing great. He really is. He's so good. I'm so proud of him. He's also a normal puppy, you know. Some stuff is just puppies are full of beans, and that's part of the deal. I'd like to try this course. But yeah, 10 out of 10 dog, no complaints. I already have this feeling that while I may have many dogs throughout my life, I think all future dogs will be measured up against the bar of Moose. He's just so smart, so he catches on to things. He's really, really good with training because he's excited about it. He wants to figure out what it is you're trying to tell him, and he's really smart. So once he gets it, he's like, oh boy, I get it, I can do this one, I can do this one. And then of course, if you have like a treat he wants, he's like, what do you want me to do? I'll do any of it. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Just tell me. He's like super into it, which makes him really easy to train. So we've been working on all kinds of stuff. And it's very nice because some of them are just for fun and a lot of them are useful things like the sit and the lay down and the, what else have we been doing? I've been trying to work on a stand because sometimes that'll be a nice one for vet exams and for, sometimes you need the dog to stand up. That's probably, is that next? No, we're working on leave it and drop it. And those are coming along, but like with many dogs, it kind of depends on how good the thing that you're trying to get him to leave is. It's going well, though. He's doing really good. I don't think he's eaten anything from outside. I had to trade him for a feather this morning, though. He found a big old seagull feather, and I had to be like, buddy, you can't have that one. I'm sorry. And then I told him to drop it, and he dropped it, and I was very proud. Was Nina a hugely emotional experience for you? Because I have a take about that. It wasn't, but I don't think that's a knock on the emotional weight of Full Metal Alchemist. I think I just didn't necessarily get that invested in the shows I was watching at that age. I would have been like low teens, and I would watch things and enjoy them, but I wouldn't really, I was more emotionally invested in my books. I would cry when major characters died in books I was reading, but TV shows were fine, but I moved on pretty fast. Working dog part from both shepherds and huskies. Yeah, my boy needs a job. He's got a real good sniffer too. I think we can do some scent work. I want to try agility, but that's just really hard without the equipment. And without a yard. Maybe we'll find a place we can practice. Maybe we'll do freestyle. Teach him how to dance. If I went to the pantry where my dog treats are, she'd run in and sit. Even try to lay down before you asked. Okay, I'll take a treat now. Did they just add Dragonriding to the old zones? It's currently just races. It will be coming eventually, like normal Dragonriding to the old zones. But right now, it's just these races, and it's only for 2 weeks. It's a limited event for the moment. It's the Kalimdor Cup, so these will not be always available. I don't know why they won't always be available. Maybe they're just trying to get people to do it with a little bit of a, I don't know, deadline. Drop it means he has something in his mouth and you need him to drop it from his mouth. Leave it means that he has his attention something that he would like to put in his mouth and you would like for him to not do that. Something I'm learning about dog training is that it can be very helpful to have commands that are for very specific things and to use the specific command for the specific thing and not to just expect him to be able to abstract and generalize. He can to some extent generalize, but, you know, his doggy, baby doggy. Better if he knows exactly what it is that you want. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Look at me go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, jeez. Oh no. We were doing so good. Any old playground can be used for agility training. It's against bylaws to have your dog off leash in most places and playgrounds and stuff, though. We could do some on leash training, I suppose, but generally speaking, playgrounds are for kids, and it's like a lot of people will off leash their dogs anyways and stuff. But you can be fined and your dog can be impounded if animal control catches you doing it. So we are erring on the side of caution and only off-leashing him in approved areas, of which there are some, but not many. Because the last thing I want is to get my Mr. Moosey impounded. There we go. There we go. I read up on pet bylaws in my city when I was getting a dog because I figured... I'm sure that it's fine, but just oh no, not again. Oh, same spot too. Just in case, you know. I'm a happier when I'm a bylaw abiding citizen. Okay. Indoor group classes are fun. Impounding a dog sounds weird. I know, right? I don't know if it's like when they impound a car, you just go to the pound and you pay a fee and you apologize and you pick them up or what, but nobody's taken my Mr. Moose from me, so we're not going to break any rules. Shall we do winter spring? I don't think we've gone there yet. Did you pick up the quest for the 10 coins? Nope, totally forgot. That's a good point. Let's go. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hearthstone of Eldraken. I am not privy to the details of Animal Control's funding, and I'm not feeling confident in my ability to try to second guess it. I'm just gonna follow the law. Look in the adventure guide first. Oh, oops. Yeah, no, I totally forgot the quest. I don't know if I think the ones that they wanted me to do, though, I haven't done those ones yet, so I think that we're still fine. I think we're okay. Oh yeah, let's check the adventure guide anyways, just for future knowledge. I'm gonna go ahead and say, wow, there's a lot of them. Sweet, free money. Yeah, I think you have to get it from over here. 1,000 Needles, the Shar Rocketway, Winter Wander. Good, good, good. That's all fine. What is this? Oh, she probably has some stuff to turn in. That's fine. You can have them. You get credit for already completed races once you pick up that quest. Oh, cool. Have you done any solo shuffle this season? I did 27% of a Vicious Mount worth of it on my Resto Druid. I haven't done any in like a month or more though. I've been slacking. Once I start hearing sniffs of the season ending, I'm probably gonna get the oh geez, and then I'm gonna have to go do it. What I should be doing is a little bit of shuffle every day, but it's like it's no fun for stream. It's no fun for stream, and when I'm not streaming, I'm playing with my puppy. And then before that, I was, I don't know, taking walks, napping, or looking at puppies online. What are we doing? Stormwind. No, I didn't see any of the AWC. We don't know when the season's going to end. Basically, whenever the next raid tier is out and they're ready to release the next major patch, that will be season end. So no exact dates, but Borealis. Borealis to where? I feel like Hygel's decent. I also could have gone to Wailing Caverns and then flown to Ashara. I'll just do Hygel and fly south. Yeah, completing the new races gets you a special currency, the Riders of Azeroth badge, and you can use those to buy a couple of Drake Watcher manuscripts and then the Drake Racer's Silk Transmogs. So I've got 3 pieces of this. They're 20 coins each. We're working on that. Hi, sweetie. How you doing? This might be a weird pet lady thing, but I think kitty smells really nice, and I think puppy smells really nice. I love the clean smell from like the top of their heads behind their ears. Sometimes I give them smooches and I'm like, oh yeah, that's my kitty cat. That's my puppy dog. We're going north. This one. I love Inksy's Mog. Yeah, I was, it was for that little video clip that I took of her just like living her life in Stormsong Valley. Or at least similar. I think I changed the shirt. Ocean Head, thank you very much for the brand new primes. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Been so into D4. Haven't seen much new stuff from WoW last month. Fallen behind. Yeah. It's always here when you come back for it, but yeah, it's easy. It keeps moving. WoW kind of waits for nobody. Feel the same bit my kitties and dogs. Glad it's not ending too soon. Frantically trying to get those pretty burgundy purple blue druid pants. Oh, the elite PvP set. Yeah. Overwhelming copy pasta. Oh yeah, I heard about that. There's something off with the MMR or the rating inflation. Hopefully they do something, because that's no fun. That's no good. Watching you solo shuffle, gradually building up my courage to queue it for myself. Fewer people play PvP, presumably, because of poor gameplay. So happy I got KSM yesterday. First time ever. Been playing for over 7 years. Congratulations, Staffer Cake! Or the rating's broken. Yeah, and it's possible that the lack of inflation has something to do with how many people are queuing, which could be due to, like you're saying, gameplay not being fun. It could be due to solo shuffle sucking players out of rated, and then people not queuing shuffle as much because of queue times, which you could attribute to healing not being fun. You can, I'm sure there's a lot of different factors. But it may also have something to do with the nuts and bolts of how they are doing rating and rating inflation, because there's usually some natural rating inflation throughout the season, and it just seems like it's very much off kilter currently. I'm sure Blizzard has all the data. At the risk of sounding dismissive, that's kind of a them problem. Hopefully they fix it. You know, what do you do? Whoa. Yeah, 10 coins per alt. I think it's still worth hitting up the other races as well on your way, because it's a lot of travel time to do these 3 just for the 10 coins, but the bonus 10 coins is pretty decent. You only need 20 coins to buy a piece. Yeah, I got a lot of alts. I can do a lot of this. If I was like really sick and I was able to just like first try gold star, like reverse races and advanced races, it would probably make sense to just sit and crank them out. I guess I could just try advanced and reverse and then just take whatever I get and then move on with that just for extra badges. Because, you know, less travel time. You know, you're already exactly right where you need to be to queue for them. But I'm not going to like sit and grind them until I get advanced gold or anything like that. Not unless I change my mind. However, the more we do them, the more practice we get. Practice makes better. There you go. Gold, gold. Heard about all those reasons? Rating issues seem to be worse, though. Gold normal. Best to try or two in other versions. Sounds like a the event ends tomorrow kind of plan. Some of my alts had wild mog after trial of style. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, so we're saying... Are we saying reverse is harder than advanced? I guess we'll send them both once and see how we do. So my plan is just to mostly spend my vigor and keep one in the tank. Or close to one in the tank. Because you don't want to be out of it, but you also don't want to bank it up too much. Darabelle, thank you very much for the 2-month resub. I appreciate it. I like the music. I never really get sick of it. I know it's not that much different music, but it's... it's nice. I like it. Big fan. How'd we do? Advanced gold! We did one! I guess some of them are going to be harder than others. Reverse is sometimes harder, sometimes easier, depending on the race course. Duratar gave me a headache. Have you tried it zoomed into first person? I've heard people recommend that. I'm really sketchy to try it just because sometimes that can give me motion sickness. Although I've been doing fine with this, so maybe... I don't know. I don't know. Sounds icky. Let's try reverse. Let's see how that goes. How many are there? How many are there? That's a good question. Somebody knows. There's an achievement that lists them all. I don't know off the top of my head. I bet you somebody in chat does, though. So this is reverse. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I think with most of them, if you're trying to improve your time, just like running it back to back a few times, just getting a little bit of muscle memory for it, or just like an, oh man, we have a sharp turn after this point, you know, like learning it probably helps. I think that for some of the trickier ones, sight reading them is probably quite tough, depending on how good you are at that kind of thing. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, I missed a bubble. I missed a bubble. That's no good. Can't be missing bubbles. I wonder how we'll do. There's another one. How'd we do? We got silver, and we were 2.1 seconds off of gold. I'll take it. I'll take it. 16 races. Okay. Went and got groceries. What did I miss? Oh, we're just doing some of the races again on an alt to get some fresh badges. Let's see. I've done... There must be a macro that tells you which ones you've done. Let me poke around. Or like a week or something? Kalimdor Cup Weekora? Because I bet you there's like an internal... Also, I want to make sure I have my existing Weekoras on, because I have a nice Dragon Racing one that tells me when I'm going fast enough. Weekoras. Let's turn those on. Advanced gold tips, tricks, videos, highlights. Review your run, buff the Dragonflight UI. How many coins did that give? I got 2 for doing... You get 1 coin per star, so you can get up to 3 if you gold it. You can get up to 9 per race if you gold all 3 difficulties. So I got 8 because I got gold advanced, gold regular, silver reverse for that particular one. Track the achievements. I was doing that before. Yeah. Okay. I was doing that before. It's because I've done it. Track. It's because I've done it on a different character, but it will still show me the character specific progress. Not completed. There we go. Okay, let's do Rocketway Ride. Yeah. There we go. Infinite Time River just dropped while leveling an alt. What in the world? Done 921 tries. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Currency is not account wide, but the things that you purchased with it are. So you can earn more coins on an alt and then use those to buy pieces that you're missing, and all of your characters can wear all of this stuff. Maybe they'll offer a special Brewfest Dragon Race. Hey, sweetie. How you doing? They both like scritches in exactly the same spot on the neck behind the ears. Moose really likes it on his scruff. He likes a little bit of the nails behind the ears, but like back on the neck, basically underneath where the collar goes when he's out. He has to wear the collar when he's out, but I've started taking it off when he's home because it seems itchy for him. And as long as he has his license on when we're out, it's kind of easier to not have it on at home because that way we're not going to dox anybody if we're taking pictures at home, and you can give him the good neck scritches. You just got to make sure you don't lose him. Offering races during an event that encourages drinking seems sketchy from a PR standpoint. How do you feel about the ram racing then? Because we basically have this already, but just the ground version of it. Some of them are painfully tight to get gold rating. Most of the night on Tuesday doing them to get max rating. Where is the little rascal? He's in the front room. We've got moose zones and Kira zones for the time being. Eventually we'll tear down the moose wall. I was going to say the Berlin Wall, but we're going to tear down the moose wall eventually. But we're working up to it with an abundance of caution and safety for the kitty cat. All right. Whoa. So this is just regular. So, barring any major collisions, we should be able to gold this one. Unite West Moose and East Kira. I don't think that history's old enough to joke about yet. There we go. There we go. That's fine. We learned about that one in our class. We had pictures in our textbooks. Well, see you later, kitty cat. I always wonder where she's going. She's really kind of curious about the dog. Well, I think she's curious about its treats. She mostly wants to check out the dog while he's eating treats. I think she smells the stuff that we're giving him and she's like, hey, where's mine? Which is a fun coincidence because usually when she's out there and he's watching her, we're giving him treats to encourage him to be calm and to lay down and to just kind of, redirect attention a little bit. And to teach him that when he sees a kitty cat, he's welcome to lie down and just have treats instead of chasing the cat. But meanwhile, he's like laying down and eating treats, and she's like, "Excuse me," and she's like wandering all up to his bedroom and being like, "Hello, I am cat. Give." All right, we did. Oh yeah, I was gonna just wing it with the other difficulties just to see how we can do. How long does it take to get the Mog? A little bit. You need how many coins to get every piece of the Mog? They're 20 coins each. Let me put this into perspective. They're 20 coins each. Sorry, you just want a time number, but I don't know it. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. You need 140 coins to get the whole set. You get 10 free coins in each alt for doing the intro. And then if you were just doing the races normally, I'm going to say a few hours. I'm going to say, including travel time for an average player that's not just one-shotting all the gold races, You got a couple of characters to work on it. I'd give yourself a few hours to get the whole thing. I wouldn't try and do it all in one day unless you're like real excited about it. Okay, we did gold. We want to do advanced. What do you think about the G600? Bought it a few days ago. Hope I'll get used to it. I love those a lot. I'm using one right now. The thing that helped me adapt to them was I only keybound the top 3 buttons. The side buttons, oh, I missed a bubble. The side buttons that were closest to the finger side of the mouse, I keybound those first, and I didn't worry about any of the back ones right away. Don't keybind the whole thing right away. Just get used to the top ones, and then add one row at a time as you get better at it, and you'll be slamming them with accuracy in no time. Sometimes it can also help to keybind on a character like a class that you don't normally play, so that you're not fighting years of muscle memory of doing it the old-fashioned way. You know, make an alt to something that you're not super used to, and then keybind those new buttons to your mouse buttons so you can get used to it. Like that has been helpful for me too. I wonder how doomed I am because I missed that bubble. I don't need to gold it. I'm just kind of seeing what we can do. Oh, extra doomed. Extra doomed. That didn't count. That didn't happen. You didn't see anything. I missed it again. I might have missed it again. I think this one's miserable in reverse. The roadway is in your way a lot. At least I found it to be difficult. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh. Oh nuts. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Oh, I started it again. I just meant to quit. Okay, one more go, one more go. I don't think I'm gonna reverse this one. I think this one's too annoying to reverse. I don't got anything to prove. This is just advanced. I'm not even doing reverse right now. There you go. Kind of want to dye my hair again, but big question is like when, you know? Find a time when the pup's napping. He does sleep a lot, especially when you get him good and tired in his morning walk. He's so funny. He goes at like Mach speed, and then it's like a switch flips and he's like, guys, I'm tired. And he'll just like flop over with such drama. He's so dramatic. I gotta get some more videos of it. I've gotten kind of lazy about recording. I recorded a lot in like the first 3 days, and then I was like, well, they've seen him. My puppy. I'm not gonna worry about my phone. I'm just gonna cuddle my puppy. But especially when he's not on stream yet, it would be nice to have a few more videos. Especially because, you know, we want videos while he's a little baby, and then we can be like, look, remember when you were small-ish? Remember when we first brought you home and you were a measly 24 pounds of dog? I wonder what he's now. I have a bathroom scale, so I could do the thing where I weigh myself and then I pick him up and I weigh myself with him. But I'm just gonna have to lift with my knees. He's a big pup. Oh, I ended with, we did advanced silver, but I ended with a bunch of vigor. That's okay. I'm not even trying reverse. I don't want to. You can't make me. Ashenvale? Ashenvale. My guildmates make fun of me for not using mouse over heels. Am I the only one? I thought this was normal. Well, I'd say first of all, it's not very nice of them for them to mock you. That's not very fun. Second of all, mouse over heels are really good. I swear by them. I think they're awesome. You're not the only one that doesn't do it. But it is such a comfy, efficient, smooth, fluid way to heal. You get used to it, you are flowing. You are water. You are energy. you are the Earth Mother. You know, it's awesome. It is way less finicky than having to fuss about who your target is. You just kind of like sprinkle heals over the raid like you're watering young saplings. I found out that our raid tank doesn't use keybinds for actions. Oh, he's like clicking. Or he's typing. /use shield block. Type racer. Last 24 hours had to boil any water. Text message saying the new test showed no contamination. Can finally stop panicking. Nice. That's got to be a big relief. That kind of thing is always so stressful. Island expeditions have a PvP and a PvE mode, which is probably what's confusing you. You're basically not going to get a PvP queue, so they are functionally PvE. You can queue an island expedition, and it's just going to send you into a PvE one. You would have to specifically seek out a PvP one, and I don't even know how you would do that, so you're okay. Unless you wanted a PvP, in which case, good luck. You'd have to find other people willing to do it with you. Looking at the thumbnail, pink way really brings your eyes. Oh, thanks, Britt. Yeah, I like both. It's not, I don't mind my natural color. Pink's fun though. Pink's fun. Think they would ever let us use our regular flying mouse in Dragon Isles? I'm hoping so. There have been data mining hints that they are, and maybe even confirmed in interviews, but that they're going to have a toggle for being able to static fly versus dynamic fly. Dynamic meaning dragon riding and static meaning normal. And my hope is that when that happens, they will allow static flying in the Dragon Isles, because I can't think of any good reason why not. Or I can't think of a good enough reason why not to shut people out of it when it's not only just preferable for a lot of people, but also like an accessibility thing for some people too. Especially when, you know, we've gotten through the beginning. We've dragon ridden in the Dragon Isles. Everyone that was going to has done it by now. We've all learned to love it. It's all right. They don't have to convince us anymore. Or not all of us, but a lot of people. Add-on for clicky heals? There are add-ons for it. People use Healbot, people use Voodoo, people use Click. Actually, does anybody use Healbot anymore? I don't know. I don't use any of them. I used to use macros. I would make macros for my spells. I don't even do that anymore. I am the utmost lazy healer. I just enable this checkbox in my settings. There's a mouse over cast checkbox. I just turn that on, and then everything's a mouse over. Assuming that you have a mouse over, it will cast on your mouse over. If you do not have a mouse over, it will cast on your target. So I will usually just keep the boss targeted, mouse over to heal people, and then if I want to DPS the boss, I'll just kind of like mouse over nothing. You just drift the mouse in the corner, and then just hit my DPS keybinds, and that works great. And that way you can just... It's not as... I don't know. I'm sure somebody doing something really specific or somebody that likes a lot of control would prefer macros or an add-on. But I get through my 20 keys in my heroic raid. I managed to keep up my numbers just fine with just like standard across the board mouse over with the settings. It's awesome. Better to leave the racing stuff until one is not tired? I think the standard races are fine. I think that like advanced and reverse and trying to do all the golds might be better with a little more attention, but the normal ones I find to be somewhat reasonable. But that's totally up to you. Totally up to you. You could say it's dragoned on for too long. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. I was a little behind. Default mouse over works in raid frames. Exactly. Yeah, it's awesome. It's good stuff. Do you ever accidentally heal the boss? You can't heal the boss. So if you're targeting the boss and you cast a heal spell and you don't have, and you're not mouse over a friendly target, it will default to healing you because that's the next thing in the hierarchy. Although if I'm casting a living flame, that'll DPS the boss because that one will DPS if it can. But yeah, I used to have an individual macro for each spell that had like all the conditionals in it, and this way I don't have to. The only thing, and the big thing that some people will not like about having across-the-board mouse over enabled is that it also applies mouse over to DPS. So if you're used to tab targeting to dot something up, or you're just switching into a DPS spec, and you've left it on, and your mouse happens to be like, maybe you're tabbing to target a different thing to dot it up, but you're like mousing over a different thing, it will prefer your mouse over your target if you have a mouse over. So sometimes that's nice. I like having mouse over kicks even when I'm DPSing because it's a lot faster for me to just pluck a kick out of a pack of mobs than try to tab to find the right one that's casting in time. But for multi-dotting, I still prefer tab targeting. So it's really more of a healer thing than a DPS thing. If you find yourself doing a lot of DPS with a lot of target changing, then you might want some macros. Or you could make specific macros for... No, you would need some macros. Or an add-on. Lots of different ways to do it. Okay, let me add it. My voice is getting used to streaming again. I got a pretty sore throat after yesterday. I hadn't talked for a few hours at a time in a while. Doesn't take all that much voice power to say, Mr. Moosey Moosey Moo. How's my puppy doing? Who's a good boy? Yeah, it's you. I've been trying to call him his actual name, Moose, in public, as opposed to all of his nicknames, because I don't want to embarrass him in public. And also because his name, in theory, should mean, please pay attention to me and wait for your next cue. But it's hard when he's Mr. Moosey Moo. Mr. Moostopheles. It's not going to be quite as hot today, which I'm looking forward to. It has been... Oh man, yesterday and the day before, during the day, when we were taking our midday bathroom breaks during the hot part of the day, because Doug's got to do his business, it was very much a sprint from shady spot to shady spot and try not to touch the pavement too much, because hot. No good. No good for puppies. Okay, we did that one. Duratar, Stone Talon, Desolus. Let's do Stone Talon. Oh, I'm so behind in chat. The Mooster. Moose lends itself well to nicknames. I think I have a natural tendency to create... I generate nicknames. I generate nicknames in general. Although, I guess I haven't generated many nicknames for Kira based on her name, Kira. Her nicknames are more like, you know, Sugar Plum, Honey Bun, Miss Muffin... Miss Sugar Bun, Honey Plum Muffin. Sugar Plum Princess. Sweetie boy. That kind of thing. So yeah, maybe some names lend themselves to it better than others. Halloween on his way. You can sing, he did the mash. The Mooster mash. That's a good one. Cat's called Simba. I also call him Bread and Boy. Bread? How did bread happen? Hey, Bread. Bread, come here. Got some butter for you. We're awake. We're up. Oh, we're still figuring out our new schedule. It's good because it gives lots of time for a nice bit of exercise. It's nice watching the sunrise every day. Just the way the days happen to be right now. Obviously, sunrise moves a lot depending on the season, but currently it's coming up right around between 6 and 6:30, which is right around when I'm taking him outside for the first time. And it's nice. We can go and sit outside and we can watch the sunrise. And later on, and that's not going to work so good because he's going to have to go out before the sun gets up. Daughter makes up words as pet nicknames, evolves them into even stranger words. Willow, Destroyer of Worlds. Got the full Drake Racer mod. Pretty lit. Nice. How am I doing on currency? We got 25, and then I'm going to get an extra 10 for 35 for doing this. And that'll be worth 2 pieces. I think I'm pretty happy to just kind of do them all. Maybe I'll aim for 60 badges on this character. Let me see. How are we doing on the set? We want to make sure we don't overspend. 60 would be fine. 80 would be better, but we have more alts too. I want to make sure that I get basically exactly the right amount I need to buy a set amount of stuff, because the currency is not account wide. So getting halfway to the next one and then stopping doesn't do you any good. Spider warning. Spider warning. Arachnid alert. Arachnid alert. I actually watered my balcony garden this morning. I was pretty proud of myself. It's been hot, so they're dry. Oh, I need to pick my strawberries. I'll do that after stream. I've got some really ripe strawberries. That might be like baked strawberries because it was hot yesterday. But they look yummy, and I need to eat those. It's time. Get them before something else does. For this section, I just kind of trust that I'm not going to hit any trees. I just kind of have faith. I wonder if they're actually, like, collision objects or not. Because I feel like I'm getting very lucky. Oh, I missed a windy thing. Turn mildly alcoholic if they get too right. What if the deer already ate him? Not unless they ate him since this morning when I saw him. The birds are usually the biggest threat to my strawberries. You know what? The birds haven't found the strawberries. The birds found the raspberries. I told you guys this story earlier, but earlier in the season when my raspberries were first ripening, the very first one was becoming ripe, and I was letting it ripen on the cane, and I was being patient, and I was like, all right, I think tomorrow's the day. I think tomorrow's the day. It's nearly ready. Tomorrow it's going to be perfect. And then on Raspberry Day, which I had been tracking and planning and looking forward to, I went out to harvest my first raspberry of the season, only to discover that it had been cleanly picked off the branches. And also, it had been bitten off, like the stalk was gone, and then a few other green ones were like scattered on the ground. I'm pretty sure it was the bird. Could have been a lot of things. But based on the height of the balcony, it would have taken some real acrobatics for it to be not impossible acrobatics, but I've seen the birds in there. I've seen them at the scene of the crime. And I asked a crow if he knew who did it, and he looked really suspicious, so I think it was the robins. I have not been using enough of my vigor. Make up some time. Wow, you can really get going. Hey, we caught up! We caught up to gold! Look at that! Willow got her title when she was a puppy. She's now more of a destroyer of states or maybe regions. Problems with slugs or snails? Not so much. No, not at this level. Robins be robin. Planted some strawberries in the planter. After a few weeks, started seeing rabbits showing up, just flopping their butts in the area. I love the bun buns. We get some wild ones around here. There's one person, the one house I walk by always has wild rabbits in their yard. They must grow something good. I don't see anything, but maybe there's a warren around there. Shall I try reverse? Just cuz. I can't believe I got advanced gold. Some of them must be much easier than others. Let's give it a go. Give it a whirl, huh? I love it that she sits here with me. It makes me feel very special. I think she missed her Kira and Hazel time, because I was very busy for like a couple of days early when I got the puppy, and I made sure to take some naps with her and to come visit her and give her some nice things. But I think she's happy that I'm back to streaming. I think she really missed me streaming. She would like wait in the office and be like, "Mom, we're supposed to hang out." What do you mean you're taking him out again? You never used to drive your car this much before. How many of the tokens do you get? 3 tokens per difficulty per rank. So you can get up to 9 tokens per race, depending on whether you get bronze, silver, gold, at advanced, reverse, and regular. 9 from a race is pretty aggressive though. Like it's pretty impressive. If you gold all of them on your first try, I'm officially impressed. I have yet to do that. I occasionally nail a gold advanced out of like luck or something like that. Silver. Oh, you're pretty close. Silver for reverse, but that's good enough. 33. Making our way down to... Let's do Desolus, eh? Bears good climbers. What if one climbed up? Bears can climb. It might make the news if there is a bear climbing buildings at this part of the city. You know, if you see one out like in a park that's like out of the way. You know, you drive like a half an hour out of the city and you're hiking and you see a bear. That's not necessarily news. Strolling down the street, though, that might be more of a problem. She wants her airtime. Check the tender calculator to see what you have to sacrifice in the class set weapons. No, this is the first time I've actually heard of a tender calculator. I'm choosing to view it as not what do I have to sacrifice, but what would I like to choose, you know? I'm trying to keep the mindset of not having any of it by default. But, you know, you're going to the mall. Your mom gave you 20 bucks. What are you gonna pick out for yourself? Local police set a trap for them. Use donuts as bait. Oh man. Ah, sorry. Links are gonna vanish. But I bet you I can Google it. If I'm looking for it. No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. The bot's just gonna chomp them up. I decided deforestation in Calendar might be a good idea. Some trees are awful for Dragonriding. Oh man. Oh, I didn't turn in a time warp crystal. Whoops a daisy. I need more time warp badges. I apparently spent all of them on this character. I gotta save up for some new Mog. I've definitely not been getting all the time walking Mog, and there's gonna be more. I mean, there's gonna be Mog. What time walking is it currently right now? Actually, what expansion is it? I could find out, but you know, sometimes it's nice to ask. Whoa. PC? Okay. I wonder what I'm missing. I should check out the vendor. I bet all the things actually can help me with that too. Tell me. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't remember this. I must have done it. I don't like it. Seems dangerous. Am I wearing a helmet? I don't think I'm wearing a helmet. Drake Racer's silks. I need Drake Racer's crash pads. I think the thing that causes my camera to auto zoom in is when I go around like a tight corner. It punches in by default whenever. Yeah, I'm not doing that manually. That's because of the race. I can zoom it out with my keybind. Oh, I only barely clipped that last one. Love BC time walking. Guess I could stop playing Baldur's Gate for like a few hours. My smart move, and maybe I'll do this today because I mean, can we dragon race all day? Maybe. Smart move might be one freebie, like one run per character per armor type. So like 4 time walking dungeons, but across different characters. Not worry so much about getting the weekly chest or anything. That's more time walking than I'm ready for. And then just take a look at the vendor and see what I'm missing. But it would be nice to have some bonus ones ready to go. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, kitty, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just joking. You want to sit in my lap? She might be leaving. I can feel her shifting. I can't see. I can't see. I hate blind hills. I hate blind corners. This is advanced, but not reverse. I remember when I was like really afraid of doing advanced dragon races at all. Hey, we got gold. Because I thought they were going to be like really hard because I'd been listening to people talk about them for so long. I'd gotten all worked up. Definitely. Oh, officially got all of the Warlock Demon customizations. Nice. Had to race in first person. The obstacles were killing me. Blind corners and hill. Always where the cyclists are. I hate it when I have to make a decision in driving and there's just like no great plan. You know, like you can look left and right and you can pull it as much as you can. And at a certain point, you just have to listen and then go. You know, there's not You just gotta, ugh, I don't like that. There's a few of those around here, and I try and avoid them whenever I can. I also hate turning left or crossing across 2 lanes of traffic when you've got street parking on both sides. It makes it impossible to see when people are coming. Loathe that. I specifically plan routes to avoid that because there's a few of those too. Am I not doing reverse? I suppose I could do reverse. Big Fire, thank you for the 47-month resub. Still haven't tried the new Dragon Racing yet. It's pretty fun. I'm having a pretty good time. I'm up to 39 badges. So if I get like bronze reverse, well, and then another 10 badges. let's do as much as we can. I want to try and buy 3 pieces of Mog, but I'm going to get 10 badges for the intro quest. So this is reverse. I'm itchy. Oh. Sugar nuts. You ever seen people curse by saying, "Oh, sugar"? I don't know about that one. I guess I see what they're going for. You know, I'm an adult. I've heard all the bad words. I know them. Oh, see you later, Miss Muffin. We lost a lot of elevation early, which makes me think we're going to need to gain some later. Oh. Oh. Nope. Just send it once, she said. Just see what kind of what you get. You know, don't spam them to try and do your best. Just give it a try. Just one try. That's what she said. She lied. Whoa. Whoa. And I don't know how you could possibly do this with keyboard turning. Do people do that? I'm mouse wheel steering. Or not mouse wheel steering. I'm right mouse and mouse steering. It feels like the only way to do it, but maybe there's something I haven't considered. Watch for the branches. Yep. Yep. Don't love this. Don't love this. It's not claustrophobia. It's a completely healthy and rational fear of being pinched between giant rocks. Okay. Alright. No! I'm so sorry. Oh, it was going so well and we were almost done. We were almost done. We still got silver. We would have gotten gold. Oh well, what do you do? I'm going to take one quick break. Be right back. Okie dokie. I went and took a little video, a little clip of Mr. Moose for the Instagram story because it occurred to me that you guys haven't seen him in a while. So if you want to see how he's doing right now, that's on the story. He's sleepy is the answer. He was napping. He woke up like a little bit when I went to see him and he was like, "Mom, I'm tired. Let me alone, I'm napping." Let's go with this button. Go-to bag, purse, backpack, on the hunt for a new one. I have a few, depending on the situation. I'm a bit weird about that. I don't know. It's satisfying to me to have the right bag for the occasion, but I'm kind of, I'm gonna try a new one that I feel more comfortable putting dog treats into, because mine were, harder to clean anyways. I needed something I could, like, wash. Heard he was pretty blue in his stand-up. Yeah, if I ordered a canvas one that I can wear as like a belt bag, a fanny pack, or a crossbody one, and if I like it, I'll shout it out at some point. but I don't want to say because I don't usually go too cheap with bags, even though I probably should. Bagoo. Can 60s do the races? I would assume so. Overlap of people who keyboard turn and people who do calendar dragon races, not very big. Pack made of canvas be interesting? Probably. I've ordered a belt bag made of canvas, basically. There's a Etsy brand that's based out of Toronto. I don't know if they make the stuff there, but they make canvas and linen stuff, and I've liked the clothes I've got from them. My linen pants and my linen tanks and stuff. So I ordered a bag from them, and we'll see, because I wanted to have I need an easy go dog walking bag that I can just throw an extra roll of dog bags, as well as like the treat baggie, because my pockets are filled with treat crumbs and it's making them very attractive to Mr. Boots. Fat Chase with a 8-month resub. Thank you very much. Hi, Hazel. Hello. Is that an X-Wing? They added flying animations to the Mechagon like spider. Well, it's only 4 legs, but these things, they added flying animations to them. They didn't have them when they first came out, but they do this now. It's pretty cool. Conkin, you can open the front flap all the way. Easy to pack and empty. Oh, I've heard of those. Those are like trendy here. People like those as like a young people thing. I don't think anyone has to check it. Felraven who lived through 2020. My big canvas tote bag that I use for everything is an LL Bean one, but that's because I'm just a bit of a LL Bean shill. They don't sponsor me, but I just like my stuff. I like my slippers. I like my bag. What else do I get from them? Probably more things than I'd care to admit. Flannels, sweaters, that kind of thing. Dragon Race. Yeah, that's what. Let me add it. Back in junior and high school, everyone had a Conkin because you could dry and write on it with markers. Love mine. Sturdy, not too big. We used to just go through like the Walmart backpacks every 2 years. I feel like nobody wanted to buy their kids expensive backpacks at the time because you would just bust it anyways because you had so many textbooks. You would just stuff the things to straining with textbooks, and then you'd walk all the way home with them, so they'd be like super heavy and like the seams would always give out. And maybe they wouldn't have given out if they weren't so cheap, but kids and teenagers are not so kind in their things all the time, or at least I wasn't. So I feel like they'd prefer for us to just burn through cheap ones than to burn through nice ones, you know? Yeah, I've heard that same thing about the quality drop in LL Bean. I'm sure it's true. I've just decided that the current standard of quality is good enough for me. I've been satisfied with the stuff I've gotten in the last couple of years. I bet you it used to be better, but it still works for me. I have a big fuzzy bathrobe from them, and it's my favorite thing ever. It's not, you don't wear it for very long because it's really warm. It's not super breathable. I probably should have gotten a terry cloth one, but it's very fluffy, and especially in the winter. I used to really hate getting out of the shower because after I just, towels were just not warm enough for winter morning bathroom. But the big fuzzy robe with the big fluffy hood is good. I have to be careful wearing it around Moosey because he wants to... I've made mistakes. I have to be careful wearing it around Moosey because he wants to tug on the big belt tie. It looks like too much fun. And he's not allowed to tear that one because that's Mom's favorite robe. So I just don't wear it. I don't wear it around him. I get dressed real quick in the morning these days. No. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Jansport ones too. I see those around a lot. What's another one? Herschel? I see quite a few Herschel bags around, and I got one for somebody as a gift once, and it seemed decent. Not like incredibly luxurious, but like very functional and effective. But I am not an expert. I just carry things. I walk my puppy and I give him treats. I'd say I need a place to put the clicker, but the clicker's on my wrist the whole time. It's funny, I'll be holding the car keys and I have to like make a conscious effort not to click the car keys. One day I'm going to set off my car alarm because I'm going to like forget that I'm holding the car key fob instead of the clicker, and I'm going to hit the panic button and be like, oops. Good boy. Sorry. One moment, please. I can fix this. Whoa. Because they're basically the same size. Thing in hand with button. Oy. Struggle with finding good flannels. Why do so many of them fit weird in the armpit? I get around that just by oversizing, but I like oversized clothes in general. It's probably tougher if you want them to be a little bit more fitted. I honestly, I like my little bean ones, but I like thrifting flannels. Maybe it's just because I'm in Canada, but there's a lot of them available in secondhand shops. And I like thrifting them because you can just find something that fits. I don't know. It's exciting when you find something that fits just right. Plus, I think I like them a little worn in. I think they're too stiff when they're new. I think I prefer to have a pre-worn in flannel that somebody else has already done the hard work on that I can buy for cheaper. All right, 1,000 needles. Heard they're beloved because they're warranty, not their quality. Oh, interesting. What are BIFL forms? Do I want to know? I've never heard of that, and I'm a little concerned. Yeah. Maybe one day I will desire to wear different clothes that fit me in a different way, because I go through phases with fashion. But I am a big fan of this phase of my fashion because holy moly, I'm comfy. Everything's easy to launder, everything's easy to fold, everything's comfy to wear. Oh. And it's just my favorite. I love picking out something to wear every day. Oh, buy it for life. Oh, good. Okay. Is that like the subreddit, or are there separate non-Reddit based forums for that? Because that's a concept I really appreciate too. I am at a point in my life where I am usually willing to, especially for something that I know I'm going to use a lot and for a long time, I am willing to pay more to get something that's going to last a lot longer. I'm a big fan of that. Enjoy shopping for comfy clothes in the men's section. Slightly oversized things that aren't crop tops. I had a big crop top phase. I had a couple of good crop top years. They were cute. I felt cute. The biggest downfall for me with crop tops was that I got cold. In the summer, if I stopped moving for too long, unless it was like meltingly hot outside, I would just get chilly in them. So that was, yeah. What do you do? It just wasn't worth it anymore. Do I have a few of them? I think I still have a few of them. Sometimes I will put something away for a while in storage instead of donating it right away, just in case I change my mind later. I'm pretty sure I reserved exactly one pair of somewhat skinny jeans just in case I ever forgive them for the crimes that they've done against my body, but no luck yet. I like my nice loose comfy jeans. I might need a belt though. Sometimes when you have like your phone in one pocket and your wallet in another pocket and your car keys in a third pocket and your dog treats in a fourth pocket, and your jeans were kind of loose to begin with, sometimes they fall down, or at least start falling down. And I can see the appeal of a belt. This is why I need the crossbody bag, so I can get all that stuff out of my pockets. I'm dad walding around town. But it needs to be fit pretty good, because when I wear like a loose crossbody purse and I like lean over to pet my dog, my purse like swings down and I have to dodge so I don't slap the dog in the face with a bag. That's no good. It's like, Mom, where are you going? Why are you dancing? Whoop, sorry, bud. Hands full. 3 pairs of pants fit me. Hate shopping. Yeah, it's tough. It's also really tough if you are somebody who, like many people, fluctuates in size a lot. It's annoying to have clothes that you love this thing and it's usually comfy and it's not comfy anymore, or this thing used to fit really well and now it's like it's fallen off of you and you just change a lot. It's no good. It's all about the comfy stretchy things if you can. But everybody's got their own style. What am I doing? I could get 10 badges. I want to get up to 60, so I want to get up to 50 is what I want. I need 3 more. And I haven't done advanced or gold. And I heard this one's pretty good, so let's try an advanced. I need to either gold this or silver or bronze it and then make up the difference in reverse. Oldham races are going to be the death of me. But we'll be able to buy 3 new pieces of Mog after this. I think I can totally finish the Mog set today. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll finish the Mog set, then maybe do a little bit of time walking. Try and poke around and see what kind of Mog they have and how much I need. How many badges I need. See if we can buy some more pieces that way, because, you know, all roads lead back to transmog. Eventually. Sometimes. Yeah, this is nice and flat. This is pretty much a finger on the gas kind of button. Kind of race. Finger on the gas button sort of race. Still don't have my weaker on. Whoops. We're weaving. We're dodging. Every time my cat comes trotting down the hall, I've started singing Here Comes Santa Claus, but instead of Santa Claus, it's Kitty Cat. Here comes Kitty Cat. Here comes Kitty Cat. Right down Kitty Cat Lane. No copyright. Okay, so let's get a bronze reverse and then go back and shop. Because she's just so cute when she's trotting. She's got such a cute little hop when she gets going. Because she's like excited that she can walk fast because she knows she's got a straight path with nothing in her way. Because when you're blind, sometimes you don't always know that you have a straight path with nothing in your way. So when she knows she's in the hallway and she knows there's nothing there, she's like, oh yeah, I can get going. Do, 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 do. Can't say reverse would be much harder in this one than advanced, right? Because it's like, well, whoa. Yeah, right, I lied. Did someone say time walking? Yeah, after I get the whole silk set. So I don't think I'm ready yet. Maybe like a half an hour? Oh, I can go right through that. Whoa. I want to do maybe a little, take a little look-see. I am meowing today. Meow. I meow at my kitty cat, but honestly, who doesn't? Some people. I don't meow at her like she meows at me unless she started it. I hit her with the human accent. Hello, kitty cat. Meow. She looks at me like, hi. What's up? Oh, it's exactly what we needed. Okay, so that's going to be 50. Turning the 10, that gets me 60. That lets me buy 3 things. Let's go do that and see how much more we need. Ugh. When you get gold in the advanced course, you can say, I threaded 1,000 needles. Haven't gotten matches or sheriffs once yet. Hoping for some chances at the Hawkstrider. Done so many time walking for leveling alts. I bet it's going to be, a lot of that going around once the Turbulent Time Waste kicks back in. I still don't understand how the buff's going to work. And honestly, I've forgotten to look. Might need to do it before tomorrow. Where am I going? Turning in there. That's what I'm doing. I don't need to track it. It tracks itself. Yeah, that Hawkstrider's nice. It's not too bad to farm outside of time walking just by running the dungeon regularly, but if you can multitask me as well. Okay, so that gets me 10. We should have 60. We can buy shoulders, belt, boots. So now I only need 20 more for gloves. And then like whatever it is that I feel like I need over here. I don't think I care about the little ones. I want the Velocidrake teal though. I think. But I don't need to do that today. I can just get 20 more today. And then the important thing is that we get the transmog, which we've almost got. So I need 20 coins. I'm going to use a third character so I can basically just get 10 and then do the, like just doing the intro should do it. So let's take the druid down. Random number between 1 and 50. 4. Finally got a good Bema box. Obsidian Worldbreaker. Nice. Women's size is 30 to 48. Men's sizes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's no good. Sizing here it's a little bit miserable depending on where you're shopping because they do like vanity sizing where sometimes a size in one store will mean one thing and it means something different in a different store depending on whether or not that store is trying to flatter you by being like, you know, this size, it's sometimes you're a small, sometimes you're a medium, sometimes you're a large. I much prefer it when they just use like centimeter measurements because I have a tape measure. I can take measurements. I just want to know if it's going to fit. I dislike trying to eyeball whether or not, at least most stores will have size charts. I buy a lot of my clothes online. I'm not a big fan of shopping in person as much as nice it is to try things on. I've gotten quite used to just reading the size chart, taking measurements, and then trying to buy things that are forgiving to begin with. And then, of course, I have a sewing machine, so I can make little alterations if I need to. I'm not super good at it, but I can take something in a tiny bit if I need to. Letting it out is harder. Usually, it's easier to take stuff away than it is to add it. Where am I going? Baldrak and a Stormwind. Let's dollar on it. Let's dollar on it. Do I go to Fashion Bug or Fashion Bug? I don't know what those are. You, Miss Hazel, make me want to resub to WoW. Always here to help. Badges look like the fishing coins that never seem to drop for me anymore. Oh, yeah. Still need. Are you doing the fishing rare from the Forbidden Reach? Because you can summon that as many times in a day as you want. You can pretty much do it back to back. The item for it you can buy on the auction house. This elusive croaking crab. You can buy these. And then when you summon and kill the rare, it pretty much almost always will give you a coin. And sometimes it gives you like the silver and the gold ones. It's a bit more, it's a bit of gold. But if you have a bit of gold you don't mind spending, they've gone up in price some. That's not a bad way to force coins. Tuskar tackle boxes are also good. Lunker spawning's not bad, but I found that the croaking crab and summoning the crab rare was the most reliable way to do it. More or less. Oh, little present from past you to feature you. Yeah, I love trying stuff on when I first get it. Whaling caverns, please. Although I'm pretty happy to be on a bit of a clothes buying moratorium for the time being because A, you know, disposable income has been kind of budgeted for the dog for the time being. And secondly, there's really no sense in buying anything nice. We're still in the puppy danger window. I'm sure eventually, and he's already gotten much better, but eventually my clothes will be in less danger, but right now my clothes are in danger. Yeah, I put Mr. Moose on my Instagram story, so not an official post, and I wonder if it's like finished uploading. Sometimes it's slow about that. Oh, it's still uploading. Oh, for heaven's sake. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Did I upload it? Yeah, there it is. Sorry. Sometimes I close my phone and it's like, what's that? You want me to stop everything? Oh, man. Such a sleepy boy. It is prime nap time. I give him another 35 minutes and he'll start getting his zoomies again. I like to think of it as his dog battery. He starts the day, assuming that you didn't do anything really crazy with him yesterday. He starts the day with a nice full dog battery, and then you take him for his morning walk to deplete it, and then he recharges, and then you can take the edge off. You can take the edge off with playtime and toys and puzzles, but the big thing is the walks. And it's a lot like a lithium-ion battery, where the healthy thing to do is you don't want to bring it all the way down to 0, but you want to recharge it when it's relatively low. So you want to spend the battery, and then let him charge it right back up, and then you want to spend it again. You don't want to bring him to 0, and you don't want to leave him at 100 too long. That's no good either. Rechargeable dog theory. His floppy ears. He perks them up when he's paying attention to something, but he can't quite perk them all the way up yet. I think as he gets older and bigger, he's going to be able to do that, but right now he cannot fully pick them up because they're just a little too floppy on the ends. It's really cute. Hubby told me to ask you to scratch the puppy behind the ears wrist. I'll get him for you later. He loves that. This is not where I meant to go. I was trying to go north. Whoops, daisy do. Maybe I'll just go down to Thousand Needles and then work my way back north, actually, at this point. I wonder if I can, like, flag Mr. Moose as a non-link in my Streamlabs so it stops eating it. Because that's gotten a couple of people. And they're just trying to say Mr. Moose. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah, Duratar. This is a tricky one. We might just leave this one with whatever we get. Because yeah, it's the link protection that's eating it. But I might be able to poke around in the settings and see if I can flag it as like an allowed phrase. Because it's not a real link. Oh dear. Oh dear. Are you getting a puppy soon, Saga? Nah, he didn't do anything wrong. The bot's just a bit sensitive about anything it thinks could remotely look like a link. Oh, okay, okay. And of course, I have yet to get the domain for the Mr. Moose website. I don't know what somebody else may have it, and I couldn't speak to what it might be, so. What would Mr. Moose's brand be? Don't get me wrong, he's my puppy. He's not a, you know, revenue generating property. He's my buddy. He would sell blender bottles for dogs. I feel like he's gonna be kind of a. I'm not doing well at this race. He's just like an athletic dog. Whenever I have let him run off leash at the park when there's no one there, he goes fast. He is a speedy boy, and he's really excited whenever I take him for walks on like trails with rocks he can climb up on. He is all about the bouldering. He really wants to climb up. He wants to get to the lookout. He wants to scrabble his way up, which you let him do within reason, you know. It's a little puppy. Can't work him too hard, but he's I wouldn't say like a jock, but friendly gym bro dog energy. It's the same tree every time. At least this is just the normal race. I'm sure we can save this. We can salvage it. We can fix it. Feather flavored treats. He does like picking up feathers. I think I have saved him from eating them so far. He finds the big ones. He wants to chew on them, and I've been able to trade him, but like now he's looking for them. There's a lot of seagulls and a lot of crows around here. And sometimes they molt. Or just drop feathers. Maybe it's only called a molt when it's like an actual proper molt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aw, man! Disconnecting. Looks like a shepherd cross. He's a German shepherd mixed with a Siberian husky. I don't think he has very many physical husky features yet, but he certainly has the husky attitude. You trained him to look for him. Yeah. Currently, the other plan is just to take them from him, and that trains him to swallow them as fast as possible before I can do so. So this plan is preferable for the moment. What are we doing? Trying again. Snout very husky? You're almost there, too. Seems like a perfect fit. Parkour bros. Gym dog. Moose themed bed, moose leashes for adventure, of course. Guessed at the mix when I saw the first photo of him. Yeah, I wonder what he's going to look like when he's fully grown. Aside from gorgeous. He's a handsome boy. I love his face. I mean, I love the whole dog, but he's got such a pretty face. He's such a sweet boy. I miss him. What time is it? It's 11. I can stream another hour. I can do it. Item level to start Mythic 0 to 2 at? What does it drop? I think you can do it pretty early. But you can get catch-up gear. You could probably get yourself to like 380, 390 pretty easily in just outdoor stuff without even getting into Mythic Plus. I don't know what people ask for, but I'm sure you could do it at like 380. Maybe he'll become pink. Yeah, basically whenever you can get in. That's a good answer. Yeah, I'm not doing well at this logging back in thing. Is this the universe telling me to go pet my dog and get a snack? I'm gonna go pet my dog and get a snack. Here be. We're back. We're back. Wish chat servers are dead apparently, but that's okay. Scoots, thank you very much for a 42-month resub. 42, the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. I'm back. Puppy is sleepy. We must have really tuckered the guy out this morning. He was like looking at me, but he didn't even pick his chin up. He was just like, oh, hey, there she is. I'm sleeping. I'm tired. Did you have a visit with Moose? I decided not to pet him because I didn't want to like wake him up yet. I just looked at my baby. We can do some cuddles after stream because I bet it's gonna be cool enough today that we might be able to get away with a walk around lunchtime. That might be good. Okay, I was trying this one again. We're gonna get a couple badges out of this. I swear. Comfortable, feels safe. He has like a big pillow in there, and then he has like some floor space. And you can see him go back and forth between them depending on how hot he is. Because the pillow is like comfy, and he loves it. He'll sprawl right out on that. And he will usually sleep on that at night. But in the day, as it starts getting hotter, he moves to the floor because the floor is nice and cool. And alternates back and forth. I know you can get like cooling gel dog beds, but I'm not ready to get him anything that has like components that he could puncture and eat yet. Although he has stopped his bed destroying so far, you know. Fingers crossed, but oh, for heaven's sake. You know what? I've never heard of Duratar. I've never been to Duratar. I don't believe in Duratar. Let me off of this thing. I'm leaving. I wasn't even coming here. What was I doing? I was going to Kalimdor Cup. 1,000 Needles, a Shar Rocket Way, Winter Wander. We were going north. Oh no, we were going to go south first and then wrap around to the north. 1,000 Needles is far. Yeah. That's okay. House skating will try to cool down. Also love snow. I can't wait until he sees snow. I think he's gonna have so much fun. He loves chasing leaves that are like blowing in the wind. If there's like dry leaves blowing down the street or down the sidewalk, he wants to chase those. I think he's gonna love snow. Been a while. Love the hair. Thanks. It's comfy in this kind of heat too. Holy moly, I'm glad it's short when it gets hot like this. It is so nice and easy to both like, you know, not have it be insulating my head with curls, but secondly, I can just like jump in the shower and rinse off really quick and it's not a big deal. And it's nice when the weather's this hot. Quick cold shower. Well, cool shower. I'm not as much of a cold shower girl as I would like to be. Some things in life are a good idea that you just don't want to do, you know? I let the wimp in me win sometimes. Miss Kira is currently snoozing back there. And give her a smooch when I got up to go see, go have a little snack, have a granola bar. Comfy? Yeah. I'm glad she's picked out that chair. She'll sleep under it if it's again on the floor if it's hot. And then if it's cool enough in here, she just like cozies up right on top of it. She's got a good spot. You'll get to the cold showers over time. When? Maybe, but I really hate them. I've tried many times over the years. And I'm 30 now. It's not like I've got a big growth spurt in front of me or anything. I really hate them. Even when it's like hot out, I will do lukewarm or like cool, but like the icy ones, I am not a fan of. I don't like it at all. In the process, I quite possibly shaved my head again too. Hacked off most of it the other day. Easier when you don't have hair down your back. Yeah. I like being able to just dry it in a nice towel. Oh, this has a rocket on it. Did I know that? It's got a little face on it. It's making me dizzy. How are we doing? I think I've slowed down a lot. I was cranking through races. I was being very efficient. I haven't done a single race since I logged on the Druid, though. We were doing our best at Duratar, and we were failing, and then we disconnected, so. Love cold showers, even in the winter. They do, they can do a lot of good for waking you up and kind of, like, revitalizing your focus. Some people swear by them as a measure of, helping kind of get you back on track if you're having a bit of a brain fog day. And I have found them effective for that. It was just, sometimes I would rather be unfocused than cold. Just a character flaw. Did Razorfen already happen? I did do Razorfen yesterday. I've done them all at least on gold normal. I have not done all of them on advanced or reverse or anything. I've elected to succumb to reason and use alts and get my badges for my sets that way. I'm also probably not going to get all of the customizations. I'm going to get the whole transmog set. And I kind of want to save up for the teal scales as well. But the last two things I'm not so sure about. I don't know if it's worth it for me. There's only so much dragon racing I have patience for. It's fun for a little while, but after a bit I'm like, but I haven't run ICC yet this week. What about my 10-man heroic leggings of unrelenting blood? What about my 10-man heroic leggings of unrelenting blood? I didn't run ICC last week. It was very sad. Oh, speaking of things that happened, we did heroic Sarkarth last night, and my other evoker friend got their legendary. Woo! Mine's coming soon. Someone promised. I don't know who. Any day now. Maybe next week. Could be the one. Teal scales are good. But yeah, they do exist. They are real. Oh man, I'm not even excited about it. It's like just an extra job I have to do to get the thing. And the season in which its power is going to be the most noticeable is going to be this one. It'll still be good next season, but like, it's going to be the most OP this season. And my season is going to be over the moment that I get it because it's the last thing that I need. So I'm not re-rolling and I'll get one. I'll get it, but I'm I don't know. I'm not feeling particularly blessed. Count Boney, thank you for the 4-month resub. Do you prefer the boost swirlies or the orb vigor? Boost swirlies, but I couldn't tell you why. Caved, level boosted to druid. Intended to be a speed druid farmer tune anyways. Nice. Made a how-to ninja personal loot guide too. Mookin and Lightbringer A. Digged 60 today. Mookin. Boo. We were debating whether or not Moose's nickname will ever get him shortened to Moo. Hey, Moo. I started calling him Moosey in public. And then I stopped myself and I go, it's Moose. Thorn Druid kind of had to. That's fair. That's reasonable. Alright, we'll do this one. Oh, I need, what is it, 40? Let me take a look at the set. I think I need 40 badges to get the rest of the transmog. No, I only need 20 badges. So I need 10 plus the 10 I get for this. So if I have 3, I basically need to gold each of these races and then get an extra 3 badges. No, gold each of these races and get an extra 1 badge somewhere. So if I do like a bronze, you know, advanced on one of them, which I'll probably do in 1,000 Needles because 1,000 Needles is real easy. And I have so many alts that I don't really mind leaving most of the races undone on one of them because it's just kind of no big deal. I haven't swapped to like a slimmer Drake yet for this one. I could. But yeah, we'll try and just like gold regular this. Because we just need one more piece to finish the set. And I'll have to wear it on somebody. Probably my evoker. Although I think my gnome is so cute on it. In it. I think she looks real good. Today's a lovely day. It's a very nice day. I've had a lot of very nice days. I don't mean to boast or anything, but I'm just really lucky in my life. I have a lot of really wonderful things. I have just so many wonderful people and animals around me. And they're all great. And I live in a really beautiful place. And I get to go see wonderful things. They have a really nice, loving, wonderful family. I have a lot of freedom, you know? I have a lot of independence. I have a lot of choice. I have a lot of control over my own day and schedule and responsibilities and destiny. And it's just nice. I just appreciate it. Shout out to the universe for being cool. It's been nice. Alright, we gotta go to the Thousand Needles. I want to take a shortcut. That's in Guro. Caverns of Time's not bad. Oldham's not bad. Silithus. Yeah. Okay, here's the plan. Valdraken. No. Stormwind. Borealis. Silithus. Fly. Jealous of your work schedule. It wasn't until, I mean, I always appreciated it, but it wasn't until I was faced with the realities of raising a puppy that I realized just how nice it is to be able to move my schedule around, because I can basically, you know, make a list of all the important things I need to do in a day and squeeze him into his nap times. And then whenever he's not napping, I can make time for his meals and his exercise and his training sessions and all of the different things that we're doing with him and all of his appointments and stuff. And if I had like a 9 to 5, it would be possible, but so much harder. I shouldn't have left. We're just going in here. Silithus portal. The portal tag game isn't that fun, but it's a little fun. A tiny part of me likes looking at the map and being like, how do I want to get here? Oh, look, a sword. Will you look at that? I found a sword. My friends have a dog named Athena that they call Weenie. Aw, you guys are really sweet. Update on the puppy. Puppy good. Puppy sleepy. Puppy's napping. What else have we done today? What else have we done lately? I feel like my puppy stories are going to start running together a little bit because we do a lot of the same things. We're doing leash training walks where I'm having him walk beside me with a loose leash, not racing behind or falling behind too much. That's improving a pretty rapid clip, especially considering how distracting the world is and just being a puppy. He got to meet more kitties. We practiced leaving them alone. It was very good. Own business, not discipline. Don't need to work all day every day. What else do we do? I've been offering him different styles of treats to try to figure out his hierarchy so I can kind of like save the really good stuff for really important training or like high distraction areas, and then you know, like have different treats for different occasions or things. And the problem is every time you give him a treat, he'll eat it and go, yum. There's a couple of them that you know he really likes because you've got like his laser attention whenever he knows you're holding one. But for the most part, I have yet to find a thing to offer him that he does not want to eat. He tried a sample of dog cookie that was like an apple pumpkin cinnamon. I don't know. It was like a floral taste. It was a dog cookie. It was all dog safe stuff, but it definitely wasn't like a meat flavored one. It was like a, I don't know, it tasted like one of my, or it didn't taste, I didn't eat it. It smelled like one of my cookies. And I give it to him and he's like, okay. Like he kind of sniffed it and like gave me a look of like, this is weird, Mom. And then he ate it and he was like, yeah, all right. It's not bad. His name is Moose. He is 3.5 months. 3 months and, hang on. How many weeks are we saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's 14 weeks old. He's 14 weeks old if we're counting in weeks. So like 3.5, but like on the shy end of 3.5. He's a massive puppy. He is a big puppy. He's a German Shepherd / Husky mix. Looking forward to seeing this command get updated every now and then. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to... I've got about 2 more weeks before I have to at least update the age. I'm sure at a certain point, it'll be kind of like the hair thing. Like, at a certain point, everybody that wanted to know has asked. And it won't need, like, a chat command anymore. But especially right now when he's not even on stream, I think it's pretty natural to wonder why. How come you got a doggy and I can't see it on stream just yet? So having the chat command to explain the cat room thing I think is useful. People have been very understanding about that. I appreciate that. Nobody's been like, you should just bring the dog out and forget about that cat. Appreciate that you guys have been very considerate of Kira. Because, man, we would have been considerate of it anyways, but I'm just glad people understand, you know? She's a very sweet cat. She's been very patient and understanding. She's a good girl and she was here first. She needs some quiet spaces in her life, too. Anarchy Moose, thank you very much for the 34-month resub. Hey, Hazel. Thanks for naming the puppy after me. I suppose I did. Yeah, you guys are very sweet and understanding. Chat command that links to a photo of Mr. Moose. Ooh, good idea. Good idea. So there's gold. 1,000 needles thread. And then we need 1 more, so we may as well just do advanced. Kira positive stream. She's living her best life right now. Would you set up a pet cam pointed at the fenced area? No. For basically that reason. Plus, it's down the hall enough that it would be a monster of a USB cable that would be just a little bit too much in the way. But I think eventually, when we have when the pets have successfully commingled, Mr. Moose will probably wander onto stream. I don't know if I would set up the second webcam again, because whenever they were both like elsewhere, it was kind of like, well, this is awkward. What do we do with the bonus camera? Besides, Miss Kira comes on main camera. But I have this fantasy of one day when they're both inhabiting the same spaces without supervision and they're just getting along nicely, that I can invite Mr. Moose into the room and kind of like do a chatting scene camera, so like the big screen camera, and I can show you guys some of the things that he's learned and some of the things that he'll learn by then, because right now he can do the push-ups, which is where you go sit and then you go down and then you can bring him back to sit, which he has to think about, but he'll do it. He knows how to do that one. And you can do that as many times as you think you can hold his attention. Or as many times until you feel like you're being mean and then you give him the treat. And then I'm teaching him spin, which is basically just a run in a clockwise circle right now. We're still working on that one, but he is getting much faster at it. Perfect. That was exactly what I needed. So I should have 10 exactly. And then I go home and then I get 20 and then I can buy the last piece of Mog. And then we probably call it good for dragon racing at that point for the day and go take a look at the time walking vendor. It's going to be in Shatrath, right? Your new dog looks so cute. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Upside is you get to see Moose while you stream. I know, I miss him. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I miss my puppy. I'm going to go see my puppy. I'm going to go take my puppy outside. I'm going to give him puppy kisses. Mwah. He's baby. I love him so much. I was reading a bunch of stuff about getting new dogs, and one of the things that people were warning about is sometimes you don't always bond with your dog right away, and that's normal. You know, you guys are strangers and you're still getting to know each other. So it's understandable to be a little frustrated and a little bit impatient because this animal that you haven't had a chance to bond with yet is like upending your life. And you know, you chose this, but still, it's normal for it to be frustrating. And don't get me wrong, parts of it required a lot of patience and still do, but I saw the puppy and I'm like, for me? Pet the dog. I just wanted a dog so badly. And it's everything I wanted it to be. It was like when I got a kitty cat. I wanted a cat really badly, and then I got a cat, and it was everything I wanted it to be, and it has been every day since. I've had 9 years of magical cat time. And I want 9 more. Hi, you coming over here? Stretching, walking. You wanna come see me? You wanna come to the foreground? What do they call that? Downstage? Because they were slanted? Yeah, that's right. Hello, Miss Kira. Takes her a bit of time. We'll get to Shake eventually. I'm rationing out the new commands that we're teaching, not because he's not smart enough, but because we're doing positive treat training, and budgeting his treat budget. We're spending most of his treat budget right now on the leash walking, but it's been going a lot better. We're able to get through walks with about a quarter of the treats that it took us 2 days ago, so we're doing great. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Muffin. She was like, I heard you talking about me? Can I get some attention? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. 5-month-old Shih Tzu behind me was forced me into a morning person. I've had that exact same thing. That's funny. Before Moose, you wouldn't catch me dead awake at 6 a.m. unless I was going fishing. And even then, I would be like, fish, car, coffee, fine. And now I'm out of bed. And I'm like, Mr. Moosey Moo, you want to go see the sunrise? Take you outside? I'm sure eventually I'll become, a gremlin again. But like, he made me a morning person pretty much overnight for now. I'm buying my last piece of transmog. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Hand wraps. Perfect. That should be the whole set. Nice. So no achievement, but we have completed the Drake Racer Silk set. Ay. Do we know why it reset my solo shuffle rating? I got this much percentage in part due to solo shuffle. Maybe they were like messing with something. One day I logged in and my solo shuffle rating was gone. Take a look at the manuscripts for fun. They don't preview. I want to preview what this looks like, but I think I would have to look it up online because it doesn't show at the rostrum and there's no control click for it. I haven't found a way to preview it in game without buying it. Keep you on a schedule whether you like it or not. Oh, online, fine. Yeah. You're right. I just want to see the teal one. I don't really care about the other ones. Teal Scales Velocidrake. Wowhead? Screenshot? That's blue. I guess it's kind of teal. Yeah, 2 days ago. No, that is it. It's like so close to the blue. Here, let me show you this. Maybe I'm misreading it. These are the screenshots Wowhead has for that item, for teal scales. I don't know about you, but I think this is teal. This is teal. I mean, darker teals, mind you. That's blue. Pretty much magenta. Get off my teal lawn. Did you change specs? Different for each spec is a rating. Oh, that might be exactly it. I bet you you're right. I bet you you're right. Didn't she used to be the Orgrimmar flight trainer? Mazda? Yeah, there it is. There it is. You're right. You're totally right. Yeah, so she's 1600. Not for long. She's forgotten how to play. Okay. What do I want to do? I want to check out... I want to go to Shatrath. And I want to take a look at the time walking vendor. And I want to see about the different transmogs they might offer for just BC time walking. And kind of eyeball myself a plan for how much time walking I might want to do. It's the deal you deserve. Yeah, I think I might be done. I think I might be done with Kalimdor Cup. I don't think I need the teal skills. I guess it is teal. I will accept that that is, in fact, it qualifies as teal. It's just not the teal I had in mind. I wanted a darker teal. I'm good. Shatrath, eh? Shatrath. Kitty. Hi. She smells like tea. She smells like Earl Grey tea. Puppy smells like puppy, but kitty cat is always kind of given off like a warm, spicy, I don't know, tea adjacent smell. I'm weird. I'm going to Shatrath. Where is it? That's Exeter. That's Dalaran. There we go. Shatrath. That's the one. Feed our dogs and cats around 5 a.m. Think we could sleep in on Saturdays or Sundays? I don't think they're big on the concept of weekends. Does Kira still have her food robot? No, I moved on to hand feeding her because I wanted to keep a closer eye on exactly. She was getting behind with the food robot, and I wanted to keep a closer eye on exactly how much she was eating. So I started hand metering out her food, so that it could be both, so that I'd know how much she was eating, but also so that it would be fresher because she's really sensitive to her food being stale. So I have to keep it like tightly sealed up, and then if it sits in her bowl too long, it gets stale and she doesn't want it anymore. And if it gets too stale, it makes her throw up. So, food robot is no good anymore because I've tried different brands of food, and with all of it, it's great up to a point, but if it's out too long, no good anymore. So, no, they're both on hand feeding, and then of course Mr. Moose gets hand fed because his food gets metered out into his different puzzle bowls because you got to keep the boy busy. Where is the vendor? Where's the time walking vendor? Around? Somewhere around here? Shattered Sun Offensive. It just occurred to me that I actually haven't been. You'd think there'd be like a bunch of people around. Inside the house. Inside the house. Wish automatic features work for our babies. Second floor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. That seems like a big struggle when you have like a lot of pets is when like, you know, one of them needs like special kidney food and the other one needs this thing and this one's on this diet and this one can't have too much, but they're going to try and get the rest of it. That always seemed like the biggest headache to sort out. There's lots of solutions and none of them are super easy or cheap. Especially if you're juggling quite a few of them. Well, you're not a time walking vendor, but you have transmog I don't have. So I'll take it. It's Khadgar's knapsack. That's Khadgar's knapsack? Someone take Khadgar shopping. It's oozing. Khadgar, come on. That's funny. All right. And then Caligos has, as a talisman, a miniaturized head of his brethren. So good. Good stuff. Saffron's wingbone. That's funny. I didn't realize I was missing things. Sure. Yeah, why not? Transmog. Give it. I'll check the non-druid stuff after this and see if they'll sell me anything I can learn. Nice BOP stuff. Learns right away. This is why we have gold on our characters. Ooh, that's cool. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. I like that. This isn't Time Walking Mog, by the way. This is just Mog. Yeah, I'll have to bring a few characters out there. I'll find it eventually. Neat. X's and checks are Can I Mog It? It's Can I Mog It that's doing that. Better Wardrobe is also a good add-on, but that's definitely Can I Mog It. If your knapsack doesn't ooze, you're doing it wrong. Okay. Here's the vendor I'm after. Hello. Oh. I don't wanna. I'll pick up the quest, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. So you will sell me. I have the toys and I have the mount and I have the pets. If pets there be. So the question is, what am I missing? Let's look at druid stuff first. Toy good, toy good, toy good. Reputations. Yeah. Trinkets. No good. Oh, she has 3K badges. Does she want to hold on to those because she has so many? Or does she want to just buy the stuff? I'm kind of team buy the stuff. Those are, pardon me, those are definitely known already. Yeah, there's different staves, weapons. Because, like, you can always get more badges, you know? It wouldn't hurt for her to do one just to get a bonus 500 badges, especially as she's already like sitting right here though. All my knapsacks have always oozed. I was bringing like a leftovers sort of Tupperware container filled with water with me out of my walk this morning because I wanted to be able to offer him just like a little bit of water if we ended up going farther or staying out longer than I had in mind. But I don't think it was sealing very well. I don't think it was sealing very well because my backpack or my tote bag has a big wet spot in it right now. I just got to save like a plastic water bottle or something because I use the metal ones, but they're like really, really heavy. When you're only trying to bring like one dog bowl's worth of water, it's kind of unnecessary. Should have checked ATT percentage at the start of the stream. It's true. Can we check it now? It's not Shift A. If it was, I took it off there. Control Shift A? I had to adjust a couple of my All the Things keybinds because I was hitting them during combat. They weren't pulling up the UI, but they were pulling up a blank copy of it, and it was no good. And then Shift T. So 54.78 is my current percentage now for overall, as far as we can see. 54.78. Time Walking, Burning Crusade. So some of the stuff... Oh, I see. So some of the stuff actually drops from BC Dungeons, and I could farm that just anyways. But like for the vendors, these are the things that I'm needing. So mail, shields, plate, weapons, and a cloth belt. I need... So I have all the leather. It wouldn't kill me to do one, though. Anyone on? Fill it in. Hey, Phil. Wanna queue Time Walking? I'll heal. And this is perfect because I can just turn in the thing right here. Because I always forget. I always get the thing to turn in and I always forget to bring it back. It's like 0.75 this month. Considering that we took basically an entire week off, not so bad. The only transmog I got last week was the piece I took out of my vault. Collapsible water bowls. Yeah, we got one of those. It's just a matter of bringing the water along to put into it. When you're hiking, it's fine because you can just use the water from your regular water bottle. You just have to make sure you bring enough for 2 people and a dog. Anthus need to do time walking, it sounds like. Anthus or Crinkle. Crinkle could do it too. Or maybe both, you know, 500 in each. Not too bad. So, T. Trying to see like what I might need. Oh, I don't have to, here, I gotta turn on mouse over for a second. Ugh, we don't have mouse over. We don't have mouse over. I'm in the past. I'll turn it on and I'll just turn it back off later. Because I don't use it for PvP. I use scroll targeting instead. There we go. Much better. Much better. Oh, I'm comfy. We're going this way? All right. I'm kind of thinking of putting my feet up. Do I have details enabled? / details toggle? I'm gonna turn it on. The people need to see Philodin flex. I think he's done some good work on his time walking set. People need to know. Details, damage meter. Alright, they can do without me for a second. How many folks forget to turn in their time walking token? I forget at least 50% of the time. What do you do when you forget? Do you hold it for next time or do you just like shame delete it? I am guilty of the shame delete. I will, I'll be like, listen, I'll just get another one next time. No one has to know. And I'll just like make it go away. I have done both. Yeah. But not this time. I've got Mog. I need Mog. I want to know what could drop for me on this character specifically. Is it all these things? No. There we go. This character specifically, 5 different things. 2 items from Gazan, 2 from Swamp Lord Musalek, and then 1 from the Black Stalker. How could that possibly be? How am I missing stuff like that? Anyway. Maybe we'll get lucky. Can't use more than 1 week unless you skip it for a week. That's a good point. I don't think I can say that I knew that, actually. I don't think I can say that I knew that. I think I just learned that right now. Fond memories of this dungeon when it's current, and I think I'm wrong for having them. Oh, really? I mean, I never did it when it was current, but I have fond memories of this dungeon from leveling in it. It was one of my favorite leveling ones to do. Plus, I did a ton of it for rep. I loved Sporegar rep. I did it multiple times because it had the tiny spore bat pet. Here, let me get it out. It was one of my favorite pets back when I first started playing the game, and pets weren't account wide back then, so every time I decided to switch mains, I had to do the Sporegar rep all over again because I had to have my tiny spore bat. So I did it a couple of times because I needed my little guy. He's so cute. Look at little thing. I have a lot of nostalgia for that one. I'm not going to worry about doing damage. Oh yeah, details. Trouble with them. There we go. The trouble with chat commands is you got to be able to type correctly in order to do them. Has to be the one that matches the patch. Yeah, so if I had a Warlords one in my bags, I would have to wait for Warlords to come back around and then not do it on that character, which does seem kind of like me. Especially if I was doing it on a bunch of other characters, I might just decide to skip that one, but there we go. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. So I don't actually need the badges to buy Mog on this character right now, but I'm just kind of restocking for the future because I'm sure we're going to need badges to buy all kinds of stuff. At least Mog is cheap, right? I think the Legion Mog is probably the most expensive time walking vendor Mog. There's some like really nice pieces that they want like hundreds or a couple hundred badges for, but for the most part it's just kind of like 25, maybe 100 for a weapon. Nothing too new, nothing too crazy. Came a long way. These old ones don't hold up super well. Design in what way? In terms of like, oh, owie. In terms of like fight mechanics or layout or like visually environmental design? I feel like those fish maybe aren't scaled fully correctly because I don't think they're supposed to two-shot you. I am very afraid. Those are dangerous fish. Am I wearing my cloak? I'm wearing my cloak. Badges are great for getting reps. New stuff, just catching up. Just catching up. I never used to buy transmog off the time walking vendors because I didn't used to collect mog. Particularly not for armor types that I wasn't maining. And I have since changed my mind. I have since changed my mind, so whoa. I'm just kind of stocking up on badges a little bit so that I can, especially with turbulent time waits coming up, we're gonna get one shot at each of the vendors back to back to back. So it would be nice to have some bonus badges laying around. Oh, don't mind me and my PvP trinket. Oops. Orca Druid? It's a glyph you can buy, I'm pretty sure. It might just be called a Glyph of the Orca. One of the Druid travel form customizations. It's like the best one. There's dolphins as well, but I love the Orca one. I want to go for a walk with my puppy again. I went for a walk with my puppy this morning, but I'm excited to take him out again. I can't wait to take him swimming. I think he can do that pretty soon. Maybe on Tuesday or Monday. Find a nice quiet spot. Go nice and early. Get him fitted into his life jacket. See what he thinks. Any luck? Any mog? Nope. Okie dokie. What is a radiant? Well, oh, it's a gem. You got a gem. That's weird. Fielding got a cloak that I have learned already. Not me looking for things to thieve. Yeah, glyphs are inscription. Anything in game tell you about glyphs? I always forget about those. They're not, I wouldn't call them widely publicized anymore. There is a section for them on the auction house, and of course Inscription makes them, but nowhere, it's not something that's really made the top billing for things to point out to new players. It's definitely a little bit more, not exactly under the radar, but it's not top of the radar. A lot of Druid forms now labeled as Mark. Ooh, that's a good point. That's true. That's true. Mark of the Orca? That makes more sense. Nice, that was nice and fast. Loot the thingy. And thanks. Even back then you had to notice the glyph tab under the talents. Yeah. Well, now it's even, I mean, that is true. But I feel like it became a fraction harder when there was no longer even a tab for them and you had to apply them directly to the spellbook, because nothing in the spellbook indicates that you should go out and seek them. It's not like there's an uncompleted, like a grayed out box next to the spell of like, oh, hey, you could customize it in this way. I wonder if they would ever do that. All right. So let me grab probably Anthus so we can get a tank queue and also still get some stuff to buy plate. Functional changes back then as well, not just cosmetic. Yeah, there were... I forget what they were like in Wrath when they first added them out, but one of the redesigns split them into major and minor glyphs, and the idea was that minors were cosmetic and majors had like combat effects. Almost talent point style. Okay, Anthus has 375 badges. Anthus needs... Oh, Anthus is Horde. Okay, true. Whoops. He can still go shopping. But yeah, I need to bring... Probably Crinkle or Inksy then, actually. Inksy might be a good one to do. I don't want to see that I don't have the polar bear polymorph. Roly poly bear. The Horde does not shop, they pillage. Oh, Anthus shops. I don't remember putting him in the leggings. I think those must have dropped. I think those are his actual pants. Anthus shops bespoke. Thank you if you want to queue. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna heal one with my friend. Did the Night Elf Heritage Armor start yet? Nope, not yet. 1/7, so the next patch, which will be September the 5th, week of September the 5th. Let's do Holy. How many badges does she have? None. Okay. What do you guys like using for track? I know Altaholic can do it. What add-ons do you guys like using for tracking badges across characters? I feel like I used to do saved instances. Does it still do that? I might need to mess around with it. Saved instances? Alter currency. I'm gonna poke around. Make some notes. I've never heard of alter currency. I'll look into it. This is a problem that I have about once a year. Saved instances, it does it okay. I think I have that installed. Let me take a look. Add-ons. Because Altaholic is just too heavy when that's the only thing I want it for, and I only want it like twice a year. It's just too much for the level of use that I'm using. Saved instances? Well, maybe not. How does the alphabet go? Q, R, S. Sometimes things are out of order. I want to say it's not here. Nope. No luck. Alter currencies for sure. Been using bag sync. When are they going to announce 10.2? An excellent question. Because, yeah. Tracking time walking badges across alts is going to be relevant to me in the short near-term future. Mean Angel, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Am I in a healing spec? Yeah, more or less. Should be nice and fast. Blood furnace. / details toggle. Oh man, I gotta turn it back on. All add-ons. Details works great. We don't need to turn on all the modules. We just need regular details. Customize what you want to track, which would seem important to you. I wonder if alter currencies can do that as well. Saved instances, maybe I would just need to set it up more. I remember it being a little bit, I don't know if memory intensive is the right word. It would like start to kind of shudder a bit. It would lock up a little bit whenever you moused over the bag icon to actually look at the things. And maybe that's because I hadn't customized it enough, but I would like something, it would be nice if something worked more nicely out of the box without needing to adjust it a bunch. Have they generally announced the next patch? Have they announced one before 07 was out? I don't remember specifically enough to give you an accurate answer. My guess is I think they have done that before. Not every time, but sometimes. I want to say not recently, but I feel like it's not that unusual for them to announce the next one before the middle one's out. But I could be just totally making that up. Lightweight, not bloated. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a go. Curse Forge. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I like looking at people's guild names and stuff. And their character names. Oh, I think my puppy's waking up. I think he along with the cat will both collectively start to learn my stream schedule. Kitty knows it, but I want to take a look at alter currencies. I'm gonna try and be cheeky and multitask an add-on download mid time walking dungeon healing. Oh no, that's my Twitch. Curse Forge. I think this tank doesn't need me, right? Prayer mending lasts for a while. It's just a boss fight. Yeah, that's right. Look at this damage. Forget the healing. Forget the healing. 6.6k to like 700. Although sometimes DPS tend to give up when they realize there's no chance. Get more add-ons. Alter currencies. 10.0.0, 7k downloads. Let's give it a try. Also update the rest of my add-ons. And then reload. Do I have renew hotkey? It should be shift 2. Unless I moved it. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's shift 2. Whoa. Yeah, it might have some applications in this instance. Kitty, you're alright. She just woke up. You're fine, sweetie. It's not a key that you use an awful, or that I was using an awful lot when I was healing in previous patches, but I haven't played Holy Priest competitively in a while, so maybe things have changed. Shadow Snake, thank you for the 5-month resub. I remember putting it on a less comfy keybind to get myself out of the habit of overusing it. It was basically a spell of, hey, I guess you can cast this if you're moving and you have nothing else instant to cast that's better. But again, maybe times have changed. Yeah, it was awful in Shadowlands. And I had to, my initial instincts were always to open with it because I was just I had a strong preference for HOTS. I think it's because I played Resto Druid before I played Holy Priest. And I had to really break myself of that because it was a bad habit for H-Priest at the time. But yeah, it does seem like a good fit for this. That and plenty of prayer mending. Okay, so add-ons, options, add-ons. I wonder what the keybind would be like for alter currencies. Is it going to be like a mini-map button? Oh yeah, I need to get rid of Notepad. I thought I did. I decided not to use it. That's DBM. That's details. That's plater. So no button, eh? Is it AC/AC? No. I'll have to see if I actually enabled it or not after this instance. Comfy. I'm extra glad I only do 3-hour streams now. I don't think I would have had the patience to sit through much more than that just with Dougie. I'm gonna go visit, you know. It's gonna be time for his lunch. People get hungry for lunch around noon when they eat at 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, I'm a Preservation Evoker main this expansion. That's been what I've largely been playing. My most played alt is probably my Shadow Priest at this point. When did I stream longer than 3 hours? On the regular, never. 3 was actually an upgrade. I used to stream for 90 minutes. I used to have 90-minute streams twice a week. That was my streaming schedule on YouTube for a long time. I was more... I don't know why it was. YouTube, maybe? And then eventually upgraded. Oh, hey, I got Transmog I needed from that. I needed those robes. But we've stretched the schedule a bit. We pushed it up some. Okay. Thank you. Let's go turn that in. There was a cloth belt that I wanted. More time making guides. I think so, but I don't think I can blame my stream schedule for why I don't make as many guides because, I mean, maybe not so much this week because puppy, but like I have time. I've had a harder time focusing. My attention span has become more unruly as I've gotten older, and just I guess as time has passed by. So I've gotten a bit less disciplined about sitting down to just focus on videos. I think that's it. I don't really remember what my life was like in 2015 when I was actually making a ton of them. I think they were also faster too, is the problem. I used to be able to crank them out a lot faster because I didn't do as many things to them because I was still new and learning. I didn't know how to do very many things to them and my standards weren't as high. Those videos would take me maybe 90 minutes start to finish all in. And no matter how casual I try to be, I just can't crank them out like that anymore. Oh no, you're totally fine. It's a valid question. I've often kind of wondered that too. I've often wondered if I cut back my streaming schedule, if I'd be able to make more YouTube videos, but I don't have any plans to make any changes. Main for next expansion? Yeah, I don't know for sure. There's a chance it's Evoker still. There's a chance it goes back to being Holy Priest. I guess there's a chance it could be like a random third thing, but I think I would definitely be healing. I like healing too much to not be a healer main. Okay, we have 530 badges, and I want to buy a staff. Basically everything I can afford here. No, actually, give that back. Because I bought that already. I bought all these weapons already. It's just that they haven't... I would have to either delete them or have the timer timeout before they're shown as collected on other characters. So what I specifically need is to look for the... I've collected that appearance, but not from this item. Alright, well just give it to me. Fine, whatever. just give it to me. Equipping it would have worked. I didn't equip them all. Waiting for it to time out will work as well. Let me, oh, I was going to poke around with alter currencies. That's right. Add-ons for all. Let me see. Alter currencies. Tracks the amount of currencies in all of your alters. All of your alts and displays them in tooltip. Oh! Okay. One moment. Interesting. You've always been a gnome prot warrior. Bought the toys. More teleport. Very useful. Money's in return to gnome priest. I think that's a smart bet. I think that's a strong chance. My vote is for boy. Boy's a warlock. Boy's a DPS main. I like Shadow Priest too much to be a warlock main. Okay, so this character has 985. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's just a little bit of text for the specific one when you mouse over it. That's nice. Obviously I'd have to log into them for it to track, but I like that a lot. That's good. I'm gonna keep that. I want to go shopping. I want to take my 985 badges and I want to go shopping. And then I'll probably wrap up for the day. Let's go for a long shot. Say maining outlaw gnome rogue Ripsy. I will not bet on anything you do from 1 year now. Oh, hang on. Having a speech trouble. I will not bet on anything you do 1 year from now, even if I was a betting man. Yeah, future's tough. Who's to say? I think being along for the ride's a good call. Where are we going? Shatrath. This way. I hear puppy getting clicker. I hear Puppy playing with squeaky toys. I miss the puppy. I want to play with the puppy. I want to take the puppy for a walk. I want to keep practicing our spin. We're doing so good. Oh yeah, I also wanted to see, not you, the other Naru. This vendor just had stuff that I just hadn't bought yet for gold. Yeah, let me... once again, I have yet to have them all saved, so maybe I'll worry about that later. You know what I need to do? Is I need to log on. I need to log back onto her, and I need to just equip all of those things so they're not refundable, so that they reflect across characters. I had the same problem at ICC. Am I so anti-flavor of the month that you intentionally did not main shadow this expansion? I think that would be in character for me, but it was because I wanted to heal too badly. I was not a shadow main because I was too excited to heal. I love healing too much to switch back now. It's so fun. Plus, my groups have a spot for me. You know, it helps out the whole team if I heal. The way things stand now, I'm just going to equip everything, and then I'm going to put my gear all back on. So this is my rainy gear. Current, save, and then I'm just going to equip all of this one thing at a time, make all of it non-refundable. Unfortunately, I've really loaded up my bags here. I could also just let it time out, but... And that way, it should all show as collected even for other characters. In theory. I know it'll make it non-refundable. I promise I'm good with it. Healing's been fun in raids. Raid healing's been good. Raid healing's been more fun in Dragonflight than I felt it was in Shadowlands. But key healing has been my favorite. I know it's not a popular take right now, but I actually have had so much fun healing Mythic Plus in Dragonflight. Mind you, I have not been pugging. I have been healing with a dedicated crew of my friends. I play with more or less the same people every week. I have a wonderful time. It's been really fun for me, subjectively. I enjoy it more than raid healing, I would say. Raid healing can get a bit not easy, but a little boring, a little slower paced. And whenever, you've got other people that you can lean on. I need the destiny to be up to me. No, we don't push past 20s. I don't push past 20s. That's a ballpark that is beyond my purview. Okay. That's right. So now that staff and stuff should show as collected already. Who has time for letting it time out? Not me. Yeah, I think raid healing is a little easier because you're right. It's not 100% on you. You don't have to be aware of being in range of everybody because you can, to some extent, trust that somebody else will be in range of some of them, especially if you guys are kind of spread out a little bit. Use Prime to subscribe. Don't have a blue crown. You can turn them on and off in the settings somehow. I'm not familiar with exactly how, but it's definitely doable. Okay. And we go to all. Yeah, so those things are now showing collected. That's exactly what I wanted. There's definitely more mogs that we need from these. And then again, I should equip all of it as well. I don't know how you do this without Can I Mog it? It would be miserable. Okay, her current gear, good. Pop all of this on. And she could stand to do a time walking as well, because if anybody needs badges to buy transmog, it's the warrior. But that is something that I can do next time. I had I had these big plans about leveling this druid. I wanted to level her and I wanted to do all healing keys with her this season, and then I just got too into transmog farming. I don't think I have it in me. Eventually I might need her for transmog farming. You know, I have a lot of leather I need. Although I think leather has to be my most represented. I have a couple of mail wares, 2 plate wares. Most of my clothies are it's just a bunch of priests and a warlock. 3 priests and a warlock and no mages. But I'm swimming in leather. PvE Mythic Plus Druid? Yeah! Yeah, she's still level 24. She has fallen down the priority list of things to do with my day. Leveler for time walking, I suppose. Yeah. When is the Medivh Mog again? That I actually don't know. That's a good question. I always think Night Flame isn't wearing pants. They are very close to skin color. PvP transmog boxes you can only get while leveling. I'm gonna pretend that you didn't tell me that. Not that you were wrong to tell me. I'm just gonna pretend I never heard it. I am going to wrap up and go hang out with my doggy and maybe get something else done with the rest of my day. No promises, it's a little hard early on. I will be back tomorrow morning for a brand new, fresh Hazel stream. Same time, same place. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.